Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
BoxingVoice.com. All the guys want, I want what Mayweather got. I want what Mayweather got. You done bust your ass like Mayweather. I was trying to fight every fighter. I sacrificed a lot
Divisional Productions
to get to where I got to.
What do you bring to the table?
Let's get this on. Let's do it. Well, it's like this. Wait.
All right, that's it. Hold on. Bernard, everybody.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Flagship Thursday. Previews and predictions. That's what we're expecting from all our participants today as we break down Errol Spence Jr. making a IBF welterweight defense in his hometown, something he's been wanting, versus Carlos Ocampos. Will Ocampos impress us the way Jamie Munguia did? Who knows? Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and the negotiations. You know, I'll say this, I'll probably be doing a separate video on that interview. As if we start to talk about that interview, it may overtake this show. But we definitely have details to bring you on the Joshua Wilder fight and whether or not it's going to happen. Done deal is done. Canelo and Triple G, it's done finally with all the back and forth. I think they're done. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff happening, but it seems like now Daniel Jacobs and Billy Joe Saunders are the two oddballs out and probably should end up facing each other. I know Daniel has that IBF out there, and I think it's always smarter to get some jewelry and make negotiations a little better in your favor. Speaking of jewelry, Terence Crawford picked up some over the weekend, defeating Jeff Hearn. I had a very good interview with Bob Arum discussing the possibility of a Errol Spence and Terence Crawford fight. We'll discuss all of that today, as well as Crawford's top 4 opponents. And it's probably the best time for Matt to play that Pusha T soundbite, because none of those 4 are probably top 4 on their own record label. But yeah, but unfortunately, Matt has R2-D2 going on. But we're just going to jump right into the show. You know, go out to, he's got R2-D2, so let's take it out to the UK.
Divisional Productions.
BJ was going to beat me, then yeah, you predict he's going to beat me. He lost.
Why isn't Wilder sold out 90,000? This guy has been pro for like 8 years, 9 years. If Wilder wants some of his work, you can definitely get him on ASAP.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody. That Pusha T soundbite, I didn't know if that's actually how it was supposed to sound or if it was R2-D2, but yeah, nice soundbite. Even that had a little touch of R2-D2, but yeah, Eddie Hearn mentioned today, either today or tomorrow, the contract's getting sent, so the ball is back over in Wilder's court. Errol Spence faced off with Ocampo today at the press conference. What else have we got? Obviously over here we got Josh Kelly back in action at the weekend, and Lewis Ritson, so UK people checking out that, and Joe Joyce on Friday. But yeah, see if Matt's got his shit together and see what he's got to say.
Divisional Productions.
This is a beautiful performance against a very tough guy in Michael Johnson. How do you feel about it?
Fuck that. Conor McGregor.
BoxingVoice.com.
You know me, Larry. From a wicked entrance, from a flip over the rope into a knockout. When the main thing is, I just hope the guy, I wish.
BoxingVoice.com.
Yes. Hipsters here. Haters beware. And Rob, come on, man. Any of you radio personalities think you want smoke? Call me Mr. Chimney. I want smoke.
Yeah, I want that smoke, Rob. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I mean, it's not the biggest news cycle, I would say, for today because we've sort of been doing a lot of spontaneous shows. So not a lot of this is breaking news. Wanted to, touch up on Triple G Canelo, or Canelo Triple G, I should say. And obviously at Joshua versus Wilder. Terence Crawford in the news. Bob Arum doing an interview with Ness earlier. Definitely making, I think, some headlines as to what he should do next or what he will do next and what he's not going to do next. And of course, Errol Spence versus Carlos Ocampo. It's a mandatory. It's happening this weekend. It's the biggest fight this weekend, so we're going to break it down, but I'm not too hyped on it. So we are here calling 1-425-569-5241 or at Nestor Gibb.
Oh, that's the reason we ain't in Texas, because Matt said he wasn't hype. He wasn't beat.
That is not why, Ness. Don't stunt. Don't stunt here, Ness.
Crazy, man, because 10,000 other people will be showing up to this one, Matt. So I don't know what's up with you.
One half of a super fight, and Matt doesn't like that half.
I know. We're talking about.
I don't like that half. Errol Spence is a phenomenal fighter who I love to watch, but come on, Ocampo.
Yeah, he looked big. He looked bigger, right? He looked bigger.
He looks bigger than Earl.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that Jamie Munguia, Saddam Ali face off.
Have you seen Ocampo fight?
Dude. Even Derek James can't really find tape on him.
You can definitely find tape on him. There's at least 4 fights out there on YouTube that are full fights.
That's the worst part. It's dangerous because you don't know him.
No,
he's unbeaten welterweights.
Ocampo is one of the most basic fighters I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
he is like the bread and butter Mexican style brawler. That is what he does. And Errol Spence has perfected that and added some soul to it. And come on, man, this is gonna be a 4-rounder at most, man. Like Errol Spence is gonna chop him up, piece him up.
Is this on the level of Dominic Wade versus Gennady Golovkin?
Yeah, I can see that. It's definitely a different fight. Like Wade and Ocampo are different fighters entirely, but in terms of what they bring to the table and how they match up in terms of like a difficulty for their respective opponent. Yeah, this is gonna be a quick one. This should be a highlight reel in the making. Just like the Chris Adjuri win was, just like the Chris Van Heerden win was, or the Philo Greco win. Ocampo is nothing more special than those guys.
So, Rob, did you go the extra mile and watch tape on Ocampos too?
I'll be honest and say no chance.
All right. You're rocking out with me. You only watch them when you gotta watch them. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's made.
Rob, you said no chance. Like no chance, as in you did not watch any tape on Ocampo, or is no chance Ocampo to win?
No chance. I looked up any footage on Ocampo.
So, right, Rob? No chance for Ocampos to win either.
Yeah.
Although, given no chance that I looked up any footage, I can't necessarily say 100% no chance of winning, but it's maybe 99.9. Spence might trip over or something.
I mean, when I told Bob Arum, I said, Bob, what if Ocampos is surprises like Jamie Munguia? He's like, Jamie Munguia is a damn good fighter. Ocampos ain't on that level.
True. And like also like Munguia always display like one-punch knockout power on the regional scene. Like Ocampo has not. He's a brawler and he needs to finish you by accumulation, And he doesn't have a good jab. He doesn't have good boxing technique. He doesn't use his height or his reach at all. His best work is on the inside. That's not where you want to be with Spence at all. Like this is going to be 4 rounds at most.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even like his energy. You know what I mean? It's like more like, thank you for the opportunity, not like I'm about to capitalize on this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like, and I quote, we're here on the same stage and I'm ready. I'm appreciative to be here and I'm calm. I have nothing to lose. He has all the pressure of being in his hometown. I'm just relaxed. I'm ready to fight. I've studied his fights. What's important is that I know that he has everything to lose and I don't. Like, what is he talking about?
RIP, man. RIP.
Whereas he should have been the Mortal Kombat soundbite, right? Get over here.
Yeah, I get him, but it's like, yo, you're bugging right now. You know what I mean? He said, I'm going to use my height, distance, and jab throughout the fight. the counter will be important for me. I'm going to look to catch him, so he better be ready. We don't believe you. You need more people. Nah, yo, that's crazy how we writing them off.
More people.
Come out here and shock the world, Jamie Munguia style. Jamie gonna send me a invoice like, yo, bruh, make sure you send this to Ocampos. You keep trying to use my name and my fame. Two Mexicans don't fight the same, you know what I mean? Just because I'm Mexican don't mean he's gonna go in there and surprise the world. I'm excited more for the Javier Fortuna fight because that isn't a given. Like, I don't even know who I'm picking just yet. Like, I'm obviously going to lean Fortuna, but I don't know if that's the right pick, should I say.
You're picking Fortuna? Really?
That's what I thought. You know, I thought you would say that because Granados is the bigger man. Fortuna's moving up. It's just, and I thought to myself today, I said, yo, Granados is just probably going to be too much for Fortuna. But then what if Fortuna's power carries up? He was always strong, and he was always like, he hits you with awkward shots.
I think Fortuna I think Fortuna excels when he can rough up his opponent. When he is the guy that's more the aggressor, more of the physical opponent in the ring. With the Granados, he's not going to be that. So I see the best parts of Fortuna's game when he's on the inside, slipping shots and roughing him up to the body. I see Granados neutralizing that and dishing out more punishment. It may not be as pound for pound as hard hitting as Fortuna, but Granados is a heavy hitter and he's bigger. I think he's better on the inside as well. And let's not forget that he arguably beat Adrian Broner, and I think he. Come on, fam. I was with a group of people, and half of them thought Granados won that. That's
the reason you were all with the same group of people.
But I didn't say all of them thought that. I said half of them thought that. But digressing, I just think that I think Granados should be a slight favorite in this. Fortuna, it can definitely play spoiler to anyone. I don't know if it's this fight, though.
Shout out to Ronald Finke in the super chat talking about UK don't want to see apple juice get beat.
Another $2. Thank you very much.
Rob sounded so sad. It's okay.
It's more of an eye roll sort of tone.
Rob exhaling over there. Yo, I think we need to double back to Earl. I mean, if we go to 4-2, I mean, the show's going to be over in like 10 seconds. It's 13 minutes in and we already talking Fortuna. We'll be moseying along pretty soon.
It's one of those shows, Nez. I'm starting to.
Daniel Roman is also on the card. He finally gets a little shine. Daniel Roman is a Thompson promoted fighter. He's had a regional like WBA or something for some time and finally getting a little shot. He had another fight that proved his mettle. I can't tell you now. I don't got box rec, but I guess watch this if you got the tube on. You know what I mean? Moving on.
He's fighting. You didn't say he's fighting Moises Flores, right?
Yeah, Chucky. He's fighting Chucky.
Yes, I like the fight. It's not one I'm like super hyped on, but I know it's going to be a fun sort of classic slugfest in a way. So it's one of those, like you said, if you're watching on TV, you're going to be entertained. If you miss it, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. To be honest. That's a DVR sort of fight.
Probably won't go back and watch it, but listen. It's a good fight for Daniel. Daniel gets to show who he is. Like I said, he's been out there on the outskirts. He hasn't really gotten the shine on TV. So now here's his shot versus a guy that was just in there with Rigondeaux. I think it's a good shot, and he's capitalize on that moment, and opportunity. But yeah, Joshua Wilder. I was really tempted to clip the audio, because wow, Eddie is. I mean, I don't believe we're getting this fight. I just don't believe we're getting this fight. I mean, I even watched Dillian White. He doesn't even think we're getting it this year. He's talking about egos and time and, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, everything that Eddie is talking about is negative. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just why has the contract not been sent out?
Yeah, no, and then you're already putting a deadline on it. Like, you haven't sent it, but you're like, yeah, if he doesn't respond to this contract quick enough, we're going to just move on because we got to deal and play with Povetkin.
It's been a whole week. Like, why wasn't the contract sent that night? Like, I still think the fight's happening. I'm not as negative as you, Ness, But like, come on, Eddie. Like, fast car Eddie here. Come on, man. Like, don't bullshit us anymore. We know we're getting the fight. Like, stop it, please, for the love of fucking God. It's discouraging at this point,
know, bro. I'm not as confident anymore, bro. I'm telling you. You know, he's talking about, again, I wanted to do a separate show because it takes dissecting. You got to slow this tape down, go through it. But he's talking about, I'm going to send him the contract today, latest by tomorrow's end, right?
Which already makes no sense.
And he's like, they may not sign it because of the terms. Not that it's anything crazy, but they might not sign it. But we'll be ready to go with Povetkin. Then it's like, we're gonna send over the contract today or latest tomorrow, but they got 2 weeks to sign it. Because if not, we're gonna go with Povetkin. It's like, they had the contract they had the terms for 4 weeks. I sent the offer 4 weeks ago. They took 4 weeks. Now you got Canelo, and we just don't know with US television. I don't know. I mean, maybe we could sign to fight Wilder and fight him December, February. It's like, get the fuck out of here, bro. This dude doesn't want this fight. Like, I'm exhausted trying to put the magnifying glass over this guy and show you the truth. I'm done. Like, you don't believe it? Fuck it. And if it happens, okay. But for anyone to act like they don't feel like me, where it's like you're just fucking tired already of all the bullshit, then you're just a fucking ass licker.
Robert, before you jump in, I'm just going to add this very quickly.
Before I lick some ass. Yeah.
Before you lick some ass, let me just jump in very quickly. Don't forget that Eddie Hearn was able to make Dylan White versus Joseph Parker within 24 hours.
Yeah, it's always easy for him to make the fight for his
offers were sent, contracts were signed, everything within 24 hours. But yeah, it's been
because he don't got no issue putting Dylan White in there with Joseph.
Of course.
He ain't going to make no fucking Dillian White, Deontay Wilder fight in 24 hours.
Of course not. But Rob, please give us that point.
Yeah. No, just what was Nez mentioned that that Eddie said they might not sign it and things like that. But that was going off him and Coogan discussing the fact that it was like the whole thing's been weird from the beginning. So they may get this contract and they might not sign it.
Let me just rebuttal with you there, not really cutting you off. I kept hearing him repeat, it's just weird. It's just weird. So Coogan, shout out to fucking Coogan. He tries. He knows Eddie's a little fucking weasel. And I don't mean that disrespectfully at all, but like he's just cunning the way that he talks. He's like, what do you mean? What do you mean weird? He's like, I don't know. But what do you mean here? I don't know. But what you mean weird? I don't know. I mean, a guy that really wants this fight, does he send you an email and then take to social media? I don't know. You fucking tell me a guy that really wants this fight. Does he send a motherfucking contract or sit him in front of a YouTube channel? Like, get the fuck out of here with your hypocrisy. I'm so tired. The reason he sent out the fucking email and a video on Instagram is because we know you would have not even said you got it. And then he would have waited last minute like, oh, we sent the contract, he didn't sign it. But now the fucking foot is on your neck. We know you sitting there with the yes and you still ain't sent a contract.
Quickly, shout out to the super chats. I love Muff Dive, always a great name. And U.S. fans ask Wilder if they can use his windmills to travel to the UK for a fight. And Jack Kilbees says these Wilder fans so broke. No wonder he fights in empty arenas. LOL. Ness, here's some money to drown your sorrows after AJ takes Wilder's head off. Thank you, Jack. What a lovely super chat.
I just hope the money keeps rolling in when your guy's head is rolling down fucking Cardiff Stadium.
Oh, it is happening in Cardiff in sort of October time then, yeah?
Well, it definitely ain't going to happen in September. You hear him.
Yeah, we knew that anyway.
He's worried about Canelo.
Yeah, we knew that already. Speaking of that.
Biggest fight of the last 20 years doesn't have enough time to go in September. Check him out.
Anyway, speaking of Canelo, did you hear what he said about the offer and that they had a message yesterday, 10 minutes after the deadline for Gennady to sign, saying, look, do you want to go on this fight? Because it's first come, first served.
They sent that to Jacobs. They sent that to Eddie Hearn and Jacobs. You said you said they sent that to Triple G.
Yeah, around 10 minutes after the Triple G deadline was when he was supposed to come back. But yeah, they offered obviously Jacobs a fight, and they've apparently turned it down twice. And the second time was 10 minutes after the deadline. So obviously Golden Boy were kind of, I don't know, just you get back to us.
Is this Rob trying to jump off the AJ Wilder topic and go to Canelo Triple G?
We can go back to AJ Wilder if you want. That's not a problem.
I'm just making sure.
I've got angles to lick us either way.
I'm not done. I'm not done, but I was paying so much attention to you that I lost my train of thought on AJ Wilder. I was trying to see how you were going to tie it up.
And he wasn't. He wasn't.
It was Eddie, the Eddie Hearn interview that we were talking about. That was all. That's how it kind of.
That it's Eddie. That's the only.
Oh, that's where I wanted to go with it. Yo, he's slick. He's so slick, though.
Thank you.
He's like, yeah, man. We sent them a revised offer. We're not gonna say how much more it was, but it's a good offer. And you never know. We still got to iron out. Television, U.S. television, you never know. DAZN, he's like, get the fuck out. Ain't nobody fighting on DAZN, doggy. Trying to slip that in there. I would like to see it. Because let me tell you something. If it's going to be on DAZN, it ain't going to be no fucking flat fee, no percentage. Like, why would Wilder take some bullshit offer and get on a network that no one's ever been off plus cost $20? Like, at least, are we getting a free first month too?
Yeah.
Or at least first week.
$20 fucking app, and then you're gonna put the biggest fight there.
Look,
I just hope that was just a tease, because for real, like, go ahead and put some other shit there first to warm people up before you throw the biggest fight on that. I mean, I'm just saying.
Very quickly, Andre Diakono in the super chat saying Eddie is like the Meek Mill judge in Philly that can't get their lies straight when the pressure is put on them. Fight not happening this year. Shaking my head. Don't say that, Andre. Positive thoughts, people. Positive thoughts. Don't be like Nestor here. Positive thoughts. Fight's happening still. Positive.
I'd rather it not happen this year anyway. Fuck that. Price is too high anyway. Tickets is ridiculous.
Oh my God, Ness.
I feel discouraged.
You can't do it, man. You can't give out hope, man. You got that hope for this.
I'm done. Yo, Rob, if the fight would have been now, is it nice out there now? Could he have an open stadium now?
No. Yeah.
Next year.
We're starting to get a bit nicer weather. It was a little bit overcast today, but it's it's all right.
So let's just fucking wait for him to knock him Spark out the way he says. We'll wait for that till 2019 the way he wanted anyway. He's the 8th.
Oh man, is that coffee ready yet?
It's not ready.
I mean, we might as well. We might as well wait till 2019. We'll get it the way he wanted. He'll have it in the year that he wanted. He'll have it in the country that he wants. Oh, another fucking thing Eddie said. Oh my God. Yo. Oh, brother.
Are you off your tits?
I am. Yo, let me tell you something. I'm off my tits when I'm telling him about the $100 million fight, right? Now, all of a sudden, this fight is in the UK, Matt.
Yeah.
And AJ is still, according to Eddie Hearn, due to running the numbers and checking it twice, AJ's still gonna make close to 50.
I want smoke.
Well, I mean,
he's like, we're not gonna do the $50 million, but we're gonna come close. So it's okay after running the numbers, and it's like
48 million, 50 million. I mean, what's the difference, right? I mean,
no, but now, all of a sudden, the UK has a $100 million fight when it was a $40 million fight. Is all I'm saying. Like, if you fall asleep under the hypocrisy, you just be a fucking a walking dead mummy all fucking night and shit. But whatever.
So it's definitely 100 then, yeah. It's definitely 100.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
The UK, I don't know about that.
Source. Send a link.
All I know is it's enough to get AJ close enough to 50 still in his hometown. So, and this is coming out of your cousin's mouth.
My cousin. Yeah, but do we know? We don't know what Wilder's getting,
But we know it's going to be less than what he would think or he would theoretically get in the U.S. That's the thought process.
No, it's no percentage.
I mean,
right, so AJ's getting nearly 50. Let's say Wilder's getting what, 20?
I say 20 if they're generous, because they turned down 12, 5, and 15. So I don't know if they're just throwing $5 million at people. So it could be 16.5, it could be 17.5, but I'm going to say anywhere between 17.5 and $20 million. That's what they had to play with. Who knows what they gave them? I'm assuming it's anywhere in there.
And theoretically, Wilder and team probably were thinking that they're making 25, 30 million in the US.
In the US plus back end. Plus they get pay-per-view.
That would mostly be back end. Because like their guaranteed purse would be low, just like Canelo Triple G, for example. Like their disclosed purses for the first fight were like 5 million and 3 million respectively. But they each got paid like 30 million on the back. Like Canelo got like 30 million on the back end. Like Triple G got like 15 on the back end. Like they both get paid on the back end a lot. That's how it's in the US.
I just can't wait for the day to come that we're done talking about A side, B side, purses.
It would never happen.
Tickets, ring walks. I want to talk about how AJ's getting past the jab. How's he going to react to being hit to that right hand after a 40-year-old hit him with a right hand and he ain't react the way I want to see him react? When Dillian White hit him, he ain't react the way I want to see him react. That's what I want to see. But the same question is there because I'm, as biased as they call me, the same question is there. Yo, Luis Ortiz put it on Wilder that round. It was shaky. The ref, that was questionable. You know what I'm saying? AJ at least has the same amount of power. It's a fight we want to see. I just don't want them to wait so long that we're turned off.
I would say AJ has more power than Ortiz as well. I mean, just statistically speaking.
So Matt, 50 million-ish for AJ, 20 million-ish for Wilder. That's 70.
Yes.
Yeah. So 100.
Yeah, I never said it was 100 million in the UK. But the thought process is if the fight was in the US, it's 100 million, and that's why they're going to give him 50 million, right? And Eddie is saying, well, the fight in the UK won't make that. It only make 40 million conservatively. So we're not going to get near those numbers. Now, months later, saying, well, AJ is going to make near 50 million when he originally said the fight total gross was going to be only 40 million. Do you see that sort of contradiction there?
Yeah, now it's all built and, it's possibly grown and the numbers have changed slightly. I don't know, but...
Well, they changed so slightly that it went from AJ and Wilder had to split 40 million to now AJ is getting well over 40 million. Like off the back end guarantee, whatever it is in the UK. So there is a contradiction there. Whether the fight's 100 million or not does not matter. It's the idea that Eddie Hearn has been lowballing the entire, negotiation process, I would say.
But I just feel like
the biggest check, and he did get his guy the biggest check, and he got his smallest check.
This whole story has been, I don't know, like the word $100 million fight has just been used as if it is the barometer. Like that is a figure that is.
You're getting hung up on that 100 million.
No, I know.
Hearn has said it was a $40 million fight, and now he says his own fighter is getting more than 40 million.
More than 40.
That is a clear contradiction.
Yeah. It's called, listen, Rob, it's called liar, liar, pants on fire.
And hey, look, I'm not like Ness. Like, I'm not going to demonize Eddie Hearn. Like, I love, like, that he did his job. He got his fighter the biggest paycheck and his opponent the smallest paycheck. He did his job, theoretically.
Fighter, the biggest
it's not Wilder's the smallest paycheck.
It's the smallest paycheck in
my God. Rob, take this.
Come on, fam. What are you doing here? Like, do you just want to be Eddie Hearn's lackey? Do you want to just repeat his talking points on IFL interviews, or do you want to have original thoughts?
I was having whatever, Matt. I'm not just. I would bring in you the Eddie Hearn interview as that's what we're talking about because we bring people the news, and I don't know if people watched it or not. So we bring up what Eddie talked about, but I know. When Eddie said conservatively it was 40 million, I'm not saying that is the exact figure. And then the word 100 million gets told and people are taking that as the exact figure. The truth is none of us really know it. We don't do the numbers for these things.
But that's where we disagree, though. Because if Lennox Lewis and whoever he fought could do 120, fuck yeah, Wilder and Joshua's going to do more. Because I don't think Lennox Lewis and whoever he fought did 70,000.
Mike Tyson.
Doesn't matter. That's my point. That's my point. You tell me the ticket sales. Tell me they sold 70,000 or 90,000 or anything that fucking Joshua sells.
But gate revenue off that fight was insane.
I hear you because that was a U.S. fight and Mike Tyson would just draw. But Lennox Lewis, right? Was he as big as Joshua?
No.
Exactly.
But
and Tyson is, and Wilder isn't as big as Tyson, but it offsets itself, I think. The both of them together. And I mean, look, like you like to say on yourself, we use our own metrics. That's what I'm going off of.
No, I understand your thought process with how they even out with Joshua being bigger than Lennox and Tyson being bigger than Wilder. I get the thought process. I get it. But it's Mike. Like, to say it does over $120 million or generated, I think is insane.
So you don't think it does 100 mil?
100 mil, I think is reasonable. Yeah, that's fine. 100 past 120, that's a lot of money, man. That's another 20 million on top of that, at least. 25, 30 million.
That's getting way too technical for me. All I know is a $100 million fight. What is it? 120, 105? I don't know. That's a $100 million fight. All big fights are $100 million fights.
All I care about is consistency.
You know,
when Eddie says it's 40 million, I expect that's what he's supposed to be working off. So when he gives Wilder 17 million or 15 million off of 40 million generated gate or revenue or whatever, that makes sense. But now it's not that. Now they're working off a different metric system or a different analytical, field that they're thinking that it's making 70 million, $80 million in revenue in the UK.
Bluffing, man, he bluffing. Talking about he ran the numbers. Why he didn't run the numbers the first time? We ran the numbers and now we could get Joshua almost 50 over here. Get the fuck out of here.
Y'all worrying about money too much. Why is y'all worried about what's in my pocket?
All you UK fans is going to call and say, it's still, Ness, just answer me this. Just answer me this. Is it still Wilder's record high payday? Like, shut the fuck up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Go get into some shit without a manager, sign some shit without looking at the contract, and then be upset the rest of your fucking life.
I hope those people also call in and say that they thought Triple G should took the 10 million, Pacquiao should took the 40. I want them all to call in and say those things as well.
It's just horrible, man, that these people are like stuck in this. I got to defend my fighter to the end of the day. It's like, nah, bro. Like you don't have to defend ignorance, man. You know what I mean? You don't got to be a hypocrite with everybody else. But done deal. Is it a done deal or not? I mean, I thought we did a show saying it's a done deal, and I see you making faces. Is this done or not?
What, Triple G Canelo?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
What do you mean?
Do we have a press release?
ESPN definitely reported it was done.
Well, I mean, we're going to get into it later on in the show, but I mean, Manny Pacquiao and Lucas Matisse had press conferences. And now that fight may not happen.
I know.
So I have no idea if we're getting Canelo Triple G in September.
Yo, Bob is going to offer the boatload of cash to Lucas. I'm telling you, I talked to him yesterday. And, yo, it's so funny because I should have not put that shit on my IG. I feel like niggas seen that when it copied my swag.
Wait, shit. I'm very confused.
That I did the interview with Bob and that we talked about Crawford's opponents and the possible Earl fight.
The drunk videos last night were much better than that. Just want to let you know.
True. But you didn't put it up in time and then boom. Someone else put it out.
No, I put it up in time. Some article had something out, but I mean, come on.
B. Somebody else did an interview with him. Sure. It's all good though. Somebody else did an interview and it said all the same shit. But mind you, on mine, you can hear Bob. He don't even know. I'm like, yo, so what about the winner of Lucas Manny? If Lucas actually wins, he's like, oh yeah, perfect question. He should have been at the top of the list. It's like, yeah, I know you try and get Terence Crawford all them scraps. I hope Bud hear this because every time I try to ask for an interview, you get all salty with me. You know what I'm saying? You act like you don't like me. Well, look, the truth is, you find scraps, straight scraps.
Yeah, don't be mean to my man Crawford like that, man.
I'm just keeping it
pound. I'm
keeping a G
right now.
He fight like, yo, name a motherfucking A-level fighter he fought. Name one A-level. Matter of fact, do me better. Name me a B+.
Oh, whoa, hold up.
Oh my God.
Wow, long loss. TBV fam. Iron Sal in the chat. Super chat.
Boy.
Stand up. Minor setback for a major comeback. We missed you, Sal. We missed you.
Sal, all you got to do is put your faith in God and everything be all right, baby. We all go through it. I went through it 2015. I'm telling you.
But yes, digressing.
I know Crawford going hate, but look, I ain't even out there doing interviews no more any fucking way, nigga. We getting bigger, so I don't give a fuck. Okay, name a Kell Brook on his resume. Name a Sean Porter on his resume, because the other welterweights got that. You know what I'm saying? And you could go through division. You could go through division, and he's done that. He's fought the John Molinas and the Hank Lundys and the fucking what was the Haitian dude from Canada?
Derry Jean.
Derry Jean. You know what I'm saying? Like C, Nick. C, S for unsatisfactory. You know what I'm saying? Fight the top.
So Postal wasn't like a B plus at least?
Postal was the what? B plus of fucking Postalville, wherever he's from.
So you hyped up him and his win against Lucas Matisse, I think, 2 shows ago.
Yo, boxing is me. Gamboa, you really gonna say Gamboa was a fucking elite or a B plus? Chinny chin chin?
He was a B. Come on.
A B at 126, Matt. Don't get disrespectful. Don't lose your fucking hardcore fucking badge. At 126, he was a B. 130, who he fought at 130 and beat? Dally's fucking Perez getting dropped by Ferreira? You tell me who he beat at 130.
Didn't he just beat Jason Sosa?
What? That was just now after getting beat by fucking Crawford. I'm talking about
exactly.
All right. Look, because I hate when me and you start arguing. Listen to me. What I'm trying to say is before Crawford faced Gamboa, right?
Yes.
Gamboa had not beat a
I understand that.
World level 130.
No, I understand that. He beat one after.
His best days were at 126.
I'm not disputing that.
Okay. So where's Crawford's win?
You asked me to bring up a win at 130 that Gamboa has. I brought up Jason Sosa. That's all I did.
Yeah, but you did that to argue because that shit was after. It doesn't count.
I think that even leads more credence to the win over Gamboa for Crawford because Gamboa went on to actually beat a Jason Sosa after that loss.
Remember, that was a fucking robbery, Bapa. A robbery.
I don't know if it was a robbery. That was controversial. I'll give you that. But that was an ugly fight. That was an ugly back and forth fight. But again, we're getting lost in the weeds. I think Crawford obviously doesn't have a Kell Brook. Like he doesn't have this.
And my problem is that the 4 names, Jose Benavidez, it's like I told Bob. You hear me in the interview, Bob. How do you keep Crawford fucking relevant while the other guys are fighting elites? Spencer's out here fighting Brook, Lamont, Ocampos, and you got Crawford fighting Hearn, Benavidez, and who's the other guy?
I would argue Hearn is at the level of Lamont Peterson at this point, and I'll also argue that Benavidez is better than Ocampo.
I don't know. You must like hearing yourself. We had this debate already. Lamont Peterson is a multiple division world champion.
I understand that. I'm saying my opinion. You can disagree with it, Ness, and we agree to disagree. That's cool. But Jose Benavidez is definitely better than Ocampo. Much more proven. That's absolutely true. You've seen Jose Benavidez fight on TV.
Yo.
That enough is proof.
Much more proven, I don't know, because he was a WBA regular champion for beating, I have no fucking clue. And then he never fought nobody because he's a top-ranked fighter, and that's how the fuck they do.
Of course.
Okay. So really help me as to why he's more accomplished than who?
Ocampo.
Yeah, I don't even know Ocampos.
Exactly.
But I'm still gonna make a case for him because I know Benavidez ain't fought nobody.
Benavidez has been on US TV and fighting the US circuit.
I can't even remember.
Time on this. Let me finish my point. We know that the Mexican circuit is a joke on the regional level. We know that. It's joked about in gyms here in California, like often. So come on, man. Like Jose Benavidez is obviously a class above Ocampo in terms of relevance, in terms of skill.
Make his name on his resume. You ready? Let me get my sound bites.
It doesn't matter. He's been on TV. Ocampo's a nobody.
Rob, you get the first guess. Go.
What? The biggest
name
on no clue.
Matt, you want to give it a shot?
It's probably somebody that's lost to other people, so I don't know.
Mauricio Herrera.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. And somebody in the chat saying Ocampo is his mandatory, Matt. Yes, I know.
2014.
Mandatory. And?
2014. That was his biggest win, was in 2014.
Okay. That's great. Ocampo's a mandatory. Does that make him an Errol Spence to a Kell Brook? Nope.
No, Ocampo's being a mandatory makes him Dominic Wade. That's why I led with that.
I know that, and that's a perfect example.
A lot of double standards out there because Earl isn't white. It's a fucking problem that he's facing his mandatory. But as soon as Gennady got to face his mandatory, everybody's, no, it's a man, Dominic Wade. He got to fight him, Ness. As soon as the mandatory is fucking Triple G, Jamel Charlo, oh no, he ain't got to fight him. That's his money fight. Yo, such double standards in boxing is fucking ridiculous.
I hope you're not directing that at me.
No, I'm generalizing to the public. You know that. Comment sections, YouTube comments. You know, it's never with you.
But it sounded like it. I know you didn't, but the casual listener or the new listener may not know that. Just point that out there.
Everything.
But I put this way, Ness. I think no one's really hating on like this happening. I think we're just indifferent because we know what it is. Like we know that Spence had like no one else to fight. Everyone else was either matched up or didn't want to fight him or was injured or in Japan, a la Thurman.
Oh, I just want to throw out real quick. A la Gennady. Oh, nobody wants to fight him, Ness. He got to take his mandatory. They're all ducking him. But Earl's being ducked blatantly. We fucking noticed. No one's saying that. No, there's
that one, Matt.
I don't know if he's being ducked blatantly. By who?
What?
Give me a name.
Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, who are consistent.
They're fighting each other. That's a reasonable matchup.
But their reason is no, we've been paying sanctioning fees. We're ranked it. Fuck your sanctioning fee. This is it. This is a title shot.
Happens all the time.
No, it's called ducking.
I'm never gonna be upset with two top 5 guys fighting each other because that's what that is. Now, if Danny and Sean went and fought like a Sammy Vasquez, let me finish. If they went and fought like a Sammy Vasquez type, hate on them. But they're not. They're fighting each other. So I'm not going to hate on that. Keith Thurman's injured. Like, I'm not going to hate on these people.
Oye, papacito, everybody else other than you knows that Danny and Sean know fighting each other is the easier fight, so they're fighting each other.
Of course, but it's still 2 top 5 guys fighting each other. So me personally.
You to say it's not
me personally, my personal opinion. You can disagree with it. I don't think it's a duck when you're fighting another top 5 guy at all.
Well, I mean, obviously, if you're being offered a shot at the number 1 guy and you decide to fight the number 4, yeah, call me Duck Goose.
Okay. Then, I mean, that's fine. I mean, difference of opinion there.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, why won't you fight the number 1 guy for a title? Nah, because I've been over here trying to fight the number 5 guy for 2 years, and he don't want to fight me. And I've been doing videos on Instagram talking about, yo, Danny Garcia. Man,
it's the same reason. It's the same reason why I would not hate on Jacobs fighting Derevchenko instead of Billy Joe Saunders. I don't hate on that.
But I won't hate on that because Jacobs fighting Derevchenko is someone that Gennady ducked. So Derevchenko is someone that the hardcore fans know is at least decent. And Jacobs would be going, obviously, for a belt. So
that's what Danny and Sean are doing. They're going for a WBC belt.
No, they're going for a vacant. It's different.
That's exactly what the IBF is. It's vacant.
I understand. But
I can say it's different when it's exactly the same.
Because they are not being offered a shot versus the number 1. That's like being offered Canelo and saying no to it.
They did. Jacob said no to Canelo.
Yeah, because the offer was too low.
But he said no. You said he didn't say no. He said no to Canelo. And now we're bringing up the other champion of the division that's not for a vacant belt, but you're going to be okay with him fighting Derevchenko, who's a nobody that beat Terriano Johnson. Really?
But just like one day Robert Easter was a nobody and Richard Comey was a nobody. No, you can't
just like Jeff Horn was a nobody.
No, Jeff Horn is a nobody.
Standard.
No, it's not a double standard because Crawford showed you. He showed you. He's a nobody.
Crawford showed me that he's a fucking pound for pound great. That's what I saw.
No, Crawford showed you.
I didn't see Jeff Horn being a nobody. I didn't see that.
Crawford showed you that Jeff Horn was nowhere near on that level. And Errol Spence, in the show that I did the other day or yesterday, Errol Spence quotes were direct indication that he felt exactly the same way. You're overly impressed because you always had a high opinion of Horn, and that's okay. Like you've been saying all show, that's your opinion.
Yeah, of course. Agree or disagree. I mean, all this stuff is opinion based. I mean, it's not like we have facts to show who's better and who's ducking who. Like, we have no evidence. It's all opinion.
I mean, there are facts. Earl has fought tougher opposition at 47.
No, of course, and I agree with that. But that's not the debate here.
And if we break down his career,
we're not debating Crawford's resume at 147 compared to Spence. Spence has a better resume, of course. That's not debate.
You could compare Crawford's entire resume to Spencer, still wouldn't do it because
of course
none of those guys were, like I said, B-plus fighters.
Ness, I agree from the very top of this that he does not have a Kell Brook.
Okay.
Like from the very get-go, I said that.
Back and forth. What the hell's going on here? You're fucking
I don't know.
Sweating.
I mean,
serious.
I mean, are you sure? I mean, I know you had a tough night last night.
I did not have a tough night. I don't know why you keep saying I had an amazing night. It was cool with me.
It looked long. It looked like you were just hanging in there by the, the bite of your knuckles, man, trying to hang in there with that last shot.
He actually
couldn't keep up, man. You're trying to keep up.
Nope. He actually he was drinking only beers anyway, but he couldn't hang. Not me. It wasn't me. He was like, yo, whenever you're ready, let me know. I'm like, what?
Yo, Rob, please look on his IG story for the soundbite of "I'm so Rizzy." Because I'm pretty sure Ness said
yeah, he did say that.
I said,
I'm so Rizzy, guys.
Trying to get Rizzy.
Trying to get Rizzy.
And he trying to get me out the car to motherfucking say good night to my freaking, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, nah, bro. I got this L in my hand. You out my car. I respected you till you got out my car. Like, soon as that door was like, I was like,
yo, I totally knew that sound. Like, I'm trying to get Rizzy. Like, that's so good.
Yeah. He's like, no, come on. I'm like, yo, bruh, trying to get right. You got to go. Rob was Rob Lane on his ass. I got to go. But real, man. But
what would be right is some of the 340 watching hitting that thumbs up.
I know. It always baffles me. Like people, some people say, oh, it's not that we don't like it, it's that we're watching it on our TV and stuff like that. But it's like, yo, bro, you got to have a phone. And even if you stream it to your TV, it's like,
and also, come on.
We don't believe you. You need more people.
We have the metrics. We know how many of you are watching off your phone. It's a vast majority of you. Like 80% of you are watching off your phone.
True. So
also, most of you are Android people, not iPhone people, which is shocking. So all of you Android listeners out there, we know you can't give reviews.
That's why they mad, because I never respect Android users, so they don't want that.
Okay. You don't have to leave a review on iPhone.
That's getting there. 71 now. That's a bit better.
71. My side says 70.
You guys
73.
So what do we got here? Oh, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about Crawford. Let's just say again his 4 opponents. That's why we're so mad, because it's like David Benavidez.
No. That's a different division.
Yeah, Jose Benavidez. At the top of the list, Bob really wants Lucas Matisse.
Mm-hmm.
If he could win the Pacquiao fight, or if that Pacquiao fight falls apart. And what was the other 2 names he said?
Carlos Adames.
Oh yeah, Carlos. Isn't he like 11-0, 14-0? Yo, Bob is reaching in the well.
Oh, that's one of those names you just mentioned. I feel like. And there's one more. I forget the name.
I don't know, bro.
I don't have it in front of me. Rob, super producer, come in here. Come on, Alfred.
I know in the production chat, those names are identical to the ones that he gave me. So it's we're missing one though. But I mean, it's like, how could anyone get excited? Like, even the biggest Crawford fan should be like, yo, Ness.
Amir Khan.
Nah, that wasn't on the list.
Yes, it is.
It is on that list. Yeah.
On the other list, that's not yours.
Yeah, but that shit is bogus.
That's one of those names just mentioned just to.
I mean, they might use Khan. Khan be selling his chin, man. That's what he does. He's done that all his career. All his career sold that chin.
But they're gonna have to give him the bag, and I don't think they have the bag to give.
Khan's another one. Like he's made a career off of beating B-plus fighters.
Of course.
Like, cause he ain't got nothing above that. Like, I don't even know if he got a B-plus fight win either. Like, it might just be, oh yeah, he got the fucking Maidana. He got so lucky with that Joe Cortez, bro. Yo, he should be sending Joe Cortez residual money off that fucking 10th round, pulling a point for Marcos Maidana without even throwing an elbow, fucking breaking him up when Khan was dying on the ropes. Just, oh, bro. But shout out to Khan. He did drop Maidana in that fight. Floyd never dropped him. Body shot Maidana. That was sad. That was Khan's best win, bro. And yo, that was years ago when Marcos was hot off the Victor win. After that, Khan has never been the same. He's just never, you know what I'm saying? After that, that's actually when Danny iced him, when he was his hottest.
I thought the Madonna one was after the Danny loss.
No. Really? Double check it, but I doubt it. I thought it was when he was his hottest.
I'm smoking weed right now, man. I don't know.
No, man, because after the Danny loss, he went on his real bum of the month. Like he had like Carlos Molina, Joel Diaz.
John Molina too?
No, not John Molina. He fought Carlos Molina. He fought Joel Diaz or Julio Diaz. Then he fought that dude Collazo, and then he fought somebody he lost to. That's how it is. He gets like a couple wins and lose.
No.
Oh, how's it go? You got the box right?
Julio Diaz, Luis Collazo.
No.
Listen, I'm just saying that you
after the Danny loss.
No.
After he lost to Danny, he then beat Carlos Molina. He beat Julio Diaz. He beat Luis Collazo. He beat Devin Alexander. He beat Chris Algieri. Then he lost to Canelo, and then he knocked Phil LaGreco out in about 20 seconds.
Also, Ness, he beat Paulie Malignaggi in 2010, then Marcos Maidana later that year, and then Zab Judah the next year, then lost to Lamont Peterson, and then Danny Garcia. So you're right. The Maidana win was before the Danny loss. I forgot.
Yeah, that's when he was hot. But look, even that run, right? It sounds good on paper. So if you're not a hardcore and you didn't watch those fights, you don't know. Carlos Molina, 135-pounder. Julio Diaz, dude was like 34 going on 104. Collazo. I like Collazo, so I'm not going to say nothing but good win. The next win was Algieri. Tight fight. Some thought Algieri won that shit. So.
And all that was after the Breeders' Prescott knockout, which is always, I think, like people forget about that. That knockout for Amir Khan was really early in his career.
I don't bring it up like Khan hater simply because it's like, look at all that he's done after that. Like,
of course. I'm just mentioning this for the people that are maybe more casuals that vaguely know Amir Khan.
Shout out to Terrell Kyle saying that Algieri gave Khan all he could handle. He sure did. And also, he beat Devin Alexander with opium use and depression. You know what I mean? I mean, just like, yo, a lot of those fights, you know, they were weird. But Khan is a star, so he gets that type of treatment. He gets those type of B-sides.
I was so pissed how Algieri fought that Khan fight because Algieri, the boxer, decided to be Maidana in that fight and tried to be the aggressor. And I was like, what are you doing?
Well, you know what the thing is? Everybody wants to test Khan's chin. They know it's like, yo, anybody could do it. So they like, man, I could do it too. They get caught up in that.
Agreed. Do you want to circle back to Jacobs and Saunders? Because I don't think we ever really touched on them.
I mean, whatever. What's to say?
Well, both guys basically had, deals or offers in either an agreement or almost in agreement with the Canelo Triple G fight before that got made.
Serious, bro. Like, do those guys excite you? Like
Saunders and Daniel Jacobs?
Yeah, like, do you get excited? Like, even though I know that Saunders, look beautiful versus Lemieux, like, I'm not excited. Like,
it depends on they're matched up. That's the unfortunate part. Is that
Jacobs? He's like got this fake power. It's like is like, oh, I got power whenever it wants to show up.
Jacobs' best win is a loss to Triple G.
No, his best win is Peter Quillen.
I think people really don't even remember the Peter Quillen. Like, people don't mention that knockout. People bring up Triple G all the time. Like, oh, do you see what he did to Triple G?
And you're right.
First thing they mention every time.
And you're right. And technically, it is Peter, but the problem is Peter hasn't done anything after, so it's getting forgotten.
It is forgotten. Like, us hardcores know about that win, but you talk to any casual now that vaguely knows about the Wilder Joshua fight or the Canelo Triple G fight that vaguely knows about that thinks Mayweather's going to the UFC, like that type of casual fan, they have no idea what we're talking about with Jacobs Quillen. Zero.
Yeah.
It's just the sad truth.
So what's your thoughts on this Kelbrook fucking fight, yo? I mean, it's like, this is what I'm telling you. This is no different than JoJo
over here. Whoa.
Well, hang on. Did we even mention that Jacobs is Eddie Hearn said Jacobs is going to be fighting Derevchenko? Did we say that? I don't know.
Did he say he is?
Yeah. Coogan said to him, so Eddie explained that Golden Boy had come with these offers and that, and they turned them down, and then Coogan asked him, what's Jacobs doing now? And he says he fights Derevchenko for the IBF.
Well, let's hope he doesn't get another decision, bro. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm excited for Jamal Charlo Jacobs because I know Jamal is gonna push him. Fuck. I know Jamal's gonna push him. You know what I'm saying?
Jamal's, well, I mean, Jacobs excels at being a great B side. Unfortunately, like Jacobs isn't like a true A side. Like the fight you mentioned, him versus Charlo, most people are picking Charlo in that. And you even mentioned Charlo versus Jacobs. You mentioned Charlo as the first name. Like Jacobs excels as being that guy.
Yeah, because he's got to, like, again, the Peter Quillen fight was that fight that made him that guy. And then everybody's like, yo, but wait, Peter ain't as good as we thought.
Yep. Everyone thought he was going to lose in the Quillen fight. I'm not everyone, but a lot of people did.
A lot of people thought his chin would be tested because he was chinny. He was showing chin issues. The Triple G fight has given him a newfound look. It's like people looking at him like, oh, he got up from the Triple G. Triple G's a puncher. He's got a better chin, blah, 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 blah.
Matt, you're saying that most people would pick Charlo against Jacobs, but a lot of people, I think, would pick Charlo against the other guys in the division, right?
Oh, absolutely true. No,
so it's just you're saying he's just a good B side, but using Jamal as the example as an opponent, I think most would pick him to beat maybe Triple G or
of course.
So
but I think that because Ness brought up the fight that would excite him with Jacobs, and it happened where Jacobs was a B side, not the A side.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Wasn't coming at shots exactly, but I thought you were sort of doing Jacobs a little disservice. But
no, I think people.
I just want him to excite me. How about that?
People get offended by the term B side, or like that term, and I don't mean it as a negative. Like Jacobs is not the Canelo of the division. He's not
I'm not excited, bro. I mean, I only know one of the fighters that he just fought because I've been invested with him. So is Aries, but who's the other guy he just fought?
Seletsky.
Look at that. And that's not even like me faking it. It's like I would not know both. Aries, people don't know. I know him. People don't know him. He's not been on TV. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying about these. It's like, oh, who's his biggest win? C-level fighter. Everybody's being treated like a franchise and shit. You know what I mean? They don't want to damage him. Like, look at Brian Jennings. He's fighting like all these, fucking
Joey DeWalco, whatever.
Sideshow fucking heavyweights trying to wait for a shot. Like, yo, this is bullshit, bro. It's corny right now. It's getting real corny the way that boxing has to build up the next star. It's like, no, we got to give them bowling pins and they got to keep knocking them over before they're striking and everybody's excited. It doesn't make sense to me, bro. I'm getting aggravated already about it.
Shout out to the super chat, Juan Trejo, saying shout out from H-Town, going to Dallas today, and Arturo Shoddy in the super chat as well. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, obviously Joe Joyce is fighting this weekend as well. I know he's been clamoring for a Brian Jennings fight. I would like that matchup. I don't know if that's one that excites the casuals at all, and it probably doesn't, let's be honest. But in boxing, that's a great matchup. So hopefully, Brian Jennings gets that at least.
You think he'd take it?
No, he wouldn't. Based off of the interview we have with Brian Jennings, he is not taking a Joe Joyce fight. Absolutely not.
I think that's probably wise anyway.
Brian Jennings, he should be taking a Joe Jennings fight or Joyce, whatever. Like, no, we'll probably see Brian Jennings fucking sign up to fight Travis Kaufman.
Oh, that is absolute. That could happen. That is a fight that I could see happen.
It's absolutely a fight that could happen because they're both from Philadelphia, and that's how they think. Like, that's how boxing thinks. They're so inside this dumbass box. Listen, my interview with Bob Arum was a breath of fresh air. I remember, bro, wishing ill will on that man because of the Cold War. He's changed, bro. He sees the future. That's why he's on ESPN. That's why he's pushing the app. Like, he understands that everybody's watching shit on their phone now. Everybody wants it on demand. Like, these other people need to change, bro. Shit ain't the same no more. Like, stop. Because there's so many other fighters. We don't need you. We don't have to praise you. There's other people to praise. We could easily forget about you. It's real easy.
I completely agree with that, and just piggybacking off of that in more of like a macro picture sense, like that's the dinosaur of TV right now. Like, TV entertainment is slowly realizing, holy shit, in about 20, 30 years, everyone's going to want streaming. No one's going to want a fucking cable box in their house heading into the fucking, next 50 years of society.
Man, they're charging me like $19 for these HD cable boxes, bro.
Absolutely.
Like, why do I want that shit when Showtime's on my phone? I just got to stream it to my TV and fuck your cable box. Like, everybody needs to smarten up before they get left behind.
Absolutely. And you see Showtime slowly doing that with YouTube streaming and the fact that they've been streaming fights. Ring TV streams their fights. It's a slow move and paradigm shift to the online digital realm. It will happen. It's going to take some time, but Bob Arum, for once in his life, is an innovator. You know, the guy that didn't want to use Twitter, and Top Rank didn't use Twitter for how long, Ness? And they were the first one to really get like a streaming deal in order, even though Eddie and DAZN were really quickly after that. They were the first ones to do that. You know,
yeah, again, after talking to Bob, yo, I know, you know, fucking Robbie here wants DAZN to be the shit, but bro, the fact that ESPN is reporting on the fights, regardless of who's fighting, that's big, man. Every time I fucking Apple Watch, it's like, bloom, some other fucking ESPN report. Like, that's huge. That's huge because not everybody, it's hardcores that go to boxing scene. Casuals are on ESPN, not Fox Sports 1, not none of that other bullshit. They watching ESPN and they watching SportsCenter and First Take, and these guys are talking about Terence Crawford and Lomachenko all the time. And now ESPN has them on their pound for pound list. More exposure.
And also, you know, Max Kellerman being on First Take, that's helped a lot too. There's a lot of little things that I think have been moving the sport in this direction. And you're either going to climb along it or you're going to be left behind, unfortunately. But shout out to the super chat. Again, Juan Trejo saying, one thing that sucks about boxing is that the casuals are the biggest consumers. Only 1 out of 10 people who watch a fight is an educated fan. And then Mo Reese saying, appreciate all the content, fellas, especially the AM shows. Hashtag TBV, hashtag can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah, cheers. Very quickly, as you brought up DAZN, very quickly, there should be an announcement tomorrow, I believe, and the rumor is it's going to be, and I'm not talking to you, Nez, because I know you don't care, but the World Boxing Super Series for you guys. So I expect to see that at some point tomorrow.
I've been waiting for that for a while, so hopefully that does happen. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, man, I would like to hear more details, and maybe I'll get excited about that, you know, because again, after speaking to Bob and hearing more details on the ESPN, I'm open to it. And at this point, you know, I got the app for free. Shout out to our listeners because I wasn't paying for that shit, but you know what I'm saying? Again, after a few more fights, I might have paid for it. Could be something I do.
Yeah, and it's also looking like the 4th of July is going to be DAZN's big announcement where they're going to reveal fighters that they've signed and the first 2 shows.
We'll be busy on the 4th.
Yeah, I know you're not here. I'm just saying. I'm just telling the listeners. They're not all going to Florida, I don't think.
Oh, they should be.
Well, yeah, massive appreciation note. But yeah, very quickly, there's strong rumors that Eddie's been talking to Gerald Heard as well. Who else was that? I
love that you brought that up. Did you hear my interview with Bob? He said that he is willing to buy Jamel Charlo, Jared Heard, and put it on ESPN. They buying fights now. Matt, did you hear that?
I did not hear that.
Man, you see you slipping. I told you got to hear the whole shit before you title it, bro. Bro, they willing to buy fights for ESPN. That's crazy. I love that. That's why I said, like, yo, I used to be like, man, I can't wait for Bob to go ahead, you know, and kick the can. And now look at him doing all the right things.
If I'm Showtime, I am deeply worried about what ESPN and DAZN are trying to do to our content.
Dog, and don't forget they gave Terrence $3 million on ESPN. I was like, Bob, how is it that you could do it and Heyman couldn't do it? Bro, you got to listen to the full interview, man.
I listened to it. I just forgot that part.
Lying right now.
Got that part. Relax, fam. Come on. But anyways, I mean, come on. If you're Steven Espinoza right now, or Al Heyman, maybe not Al Heyman, but if you're Steven Espinoza and you're tied to Showtime, and you're hearing all these other big time networks with billion-dollar deals, the backing of Disney and ABC, if you're ESPN, you're getting worried about losing all this content that you're putting out there.
Here's the thing.
Should be at least.
Showtime Anytime has always been doing what ESPN is doing. It's no different. All the fights are on Showtime Anytime. All the fights. All the fights. You just got to go there. The problem,
you mean as in like streaming, not live streaming, but yes, on
not
demand.
live streamed, but they are archived.
Yes.
So, you know, they just got to promote the fact that they have all their fights there and then offer the ability to live stream on Showtime anytime and they could compete. But they really can't, right? Because ESPN offers dozens of other fucking sports. And if you're the average American, you're not Nestor who just watches boxing. You watch boxing, baseball, hockey, and you want to rather be on ESPN than Showtime. That's the downside for everybody else who's a competitor. That's the downside for DAZN. That's the downside for Showtime, HBO. It doesn't matter. ESPN offers a variety for the casual sports fan. Not only are you getting talk radio and podcasts, you're getting fucking talk shows. You're getting Around the Horn. You're getting all this fucking too much content, bro.
Also,
they're almost putting out as much stuff as us.
Also, you have to remember that ESPN is backed by fucking Disney. Like they are owned by Disney and ABC. What?
Who's Disney? Same people that bought Marvel?
Yes. You know, as in like Disney, Disneyland.
As in like Mickey Mouse?
Fucking Mickey Mouse, the fucking biggest company.
Yo, whatever happened to Pluto? They ex-Pluto, right? We never see Pluto no more.
But don't forget.
Oh my God, he don't even know who Pluto is. That's so.
Oh, no. I have a kid that watches Mickey Mouse Clubhouse every day. There's Pluto. Don't worry, guys.
Who's Pluto?
The dog.
Flashbacks there. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Shout out. Shit.
Hey, what did he even say? I didn't hear anything. What?
He says shout out to like the flashback of Mickey Mouse Club. You know, because we have younger kids. You know, your kids are older, Ness. God.
Oh snap! Somebody said Pluto is dead, bro.
That's it. I'm gonna have to sign out.
Wayne is really like weird. He's like, damn, Ness, who's Disney? Like, really, you believe that? You didn't.
Well, Ness, that did sound believable. That did sound believable at first. Like maybe I thought you were just too high.
Hell, don't I know who's Disney? But I know that they fucking own Marvel. Like, you guys are weirdos right now.
Very quick, if you want to compare, isn't the DAZN owner like the majority share in Spotify, Warner Music, and all these?
Yes, but those companies are dwarfed by Disney.
And
yeah. Sorry,
Spotify. Last time I checked, doesn't have videos. Like, you know.
No,
like
I just got fucked by the money. That's all I meant.
So it's like, yo, the zone is gonna offer you free fights, and you could get Spotify playlists. It's like,
and again, very quickly, I did not bring up Disney to compare with the zone. I compared it to Showtime. What Showtime with?
No, I'm just
I'm. You know, Rob is feeling defensive.
I know he is.
No. I'm just trying to. You bringing up ESPN. You bringing up Showtime. Oh, get fucked with that shit.
Yo, why you don't let Rob get points off?
He always does it every time. All he can do is press that emotional soundbite. But remember, never logged out yet.
Yo, Rob, it's been your second week? Just wait, B. Just wait.
Second week. You need to slow down on the weed, man. Second week.
It's been like what, 3 weeks? It hasn't been a month.
I'm gonna add a week.
It hasn't been a month. It has not been a month, fam. Wait.
Yo, doggy.
6 months in, you have to deal with Nest for 6 months. You're gonna claw your eyes out.
Yo, me and Rob get along. We have 2-hour conversations on FaceTime audio all the time.
That is so adorable, Nest.
Right. We're adorable like that. You're just a hater.
Matt, just don't get emotional.
I know. Look, he is already emotional.
Yeah. Yo, so it's so good. Talking behind my back.
Wayne, pull up in Miami. You stunting. Talking about that energy when I pull up in Miami. Yeah, I ain't Takashi. Don't get Chief Keef out there. You know what I'm saying?
My last little piece of
title, Patreon only.
My last little piece of DAZN, Eddie Hearn, ass licking or whatever, but
he used it.
No, it's all right. I'm fine. It's hashtag Matt Stats, hashtag ass licker, whatever. I don't give a fuck. But it's looking really like they have signed Mikey Garcia because Eddie Hearn was referred to him getting him on fighting on November for DAZN. But so whether that.
Have they announced the Garcia Easter on Showtime?
They have announced it themselves, respectively. I don't know if Showtime.
Exactly. And have they announced the venue? Because somebody's like, "Yo, I might come to New York for that." I'm like, "Yo, I don't know if that's in Barclay."
No, it's an LA fight, I believe. I think Staples.
Oh, maybe DAZN trying to creep up on that, Rob.
Maybe.
I need to look at the poster again. I thought the poster said Showtime. I could be wrong about that. Because remember, I think Eddie said he wasn't going to try to pick up.
Rob, did I ever send you Eddie's number? I should send you Eddie's number. Maybe your text has come off in the UK accent.
Maybe I've already got it.
Oh, Mr. Big Shot over here.
Good stuff.
It's at the Staples Center, according to BoxRec.
Yes. Because no tickets are on sale. Yeah, because Santiago and Info Joe and all of them, I think they got tickets already.
Oh, do they?
I believe so. They're on the line. They can tell us later.
But do they?
Do they really?
Or they're planning on getting tickets, something like that.
Are people actually pressing the thumbs up button?
Probably not.
Well, it's on a. What have I got? 104. Mine says.
Yo, man! Shout out to Fortuna, bro.
All right.
Just because he's doing whatever he got to do, yo. Like. Yo, Abraham Supernova told me he was signed to Samson Lewickovic and Al Heyman and couldn't get fights. I'm like, bro, you sure you was signed to Al? That sounds like you was signed to Samson the way that Samson is signed, has Fortuna and Benavidez. That's why Benavidez is trying to get out. Like, people don't like being with Samson. Pacquiao got rid of Samson. The only one still with Samson all career was Sergio Martinez. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just wondering, bro. I'm sad for Supernova. He's not with Heyman. Now he's a free agent and shit. He's already been fighting like in Japan and shit like that. Like, this guy's out of control, bro. And and Fortuna's in that same boat with that Samson shit, bro. These guys got to take these tough ass fights. Now he's fighting a guy that he's got to move up. And yo, Granados is just so big, kid. I mean, I don't know.
And shout out to all Fortuna's handlers because they are hilarious on the phone.
Oh my God. Fat Apple says Fortuna. Who the fuck is that guy?
Oh, that's so sad.
He's definitely more known than fucking Josh Taylor, that's for sure. Fucking Luke Campbell, that's for sure.
I mean, they're equally unknown.
You're crazy as fuck. Fortuna's more and more. Man, Fortuna been on ESPN when it was Friday Night Fights, kid.
So you acted like being on TV was nothing with Jose Benavidez versus Carlos Ocampo, but now TV is the end all be all for this guy.
Jose Benavidez, Carlos Ocampo.
Luke Campbell's been on American TV and UK TV.
Oh, yes, Rob, get him.
He's bigger than Luke Campbell. He's bigger than that other dude you like a lot.
Who?
The one he be making little kissy icons with.
Oh, Anthony Fowler?
Yup, that's the one. That's the one.
Yo, Rob didn't love man. Yo, Rob hopes that Anthony has like 40-0 career against 40 bums.
He's gonna be like, he's like, yo, that's the next Carl Froch.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Just twisting shit.
What is that? Jacati says Josh Taylor will get exposed.
Stop, fam. Come on.
UK hiding. Yo, HR says UK hiding Josh Kelly.
Stop. Let's not just kid about that.
Where are they? Yeah, he's in Newcastle this weekend. There's no need to hide. You come.
Yo, Fat Apples must be from the UK. Rob pawned Ness. Such a liar. What the fuck did Rob even say? He giggled and he pawned me.
Yo, pawned?
Whatever.
Like,
I don't know. I'm just
that's such a lame term. Come on, Fat Apples. Step it up. You've done better than that.
Tell him what you really mean.
Ashley Gray, what does Al Heyman actually do? Fuck if I know. You're the biggest check, I guess.
Yo, he's a Jay Prince, man. You don't ask questions. You don't look him in the eyes. You just say yes, sir, no, sir, and you just move about your day and hope that he doesn't kill you.
MP in the chat says there's an ESPN card tonight. Gesta, main event. Just lost to Linares. You should be lost. You are lost right now.
Oh, God. Yeah, no one's watching that.
Like, why would I watch that, bro? Like,
no, come on.
Yo, Gesta is the. Yo, I hate being this mean. Like, because it's.
No, you love it, Ness. Come on.
No, honestly, because I'm telling you, like, actually doing border wars and all that shit, being in them gyms like that is like, they did give me a different, like.
For like a month.
Yeah, it made me feel differently, but at the same time, I look at a guy like Gessler, and it's like, bro, you are mad underachiever. Like, you had the machine behind you, first of all. You had Top Rank. They believed in you. They believed in you so much, they was putting you on Pacquiao undercards. Then you had your first step up versus Pup, and you let him slap you around. Let him slap you around. Then Top Rank realizes, you know what? You ain't even the goods. You could do all the tattoos you want. It ain't going to make no difference. Freddie can't even fix you. Marvin Simonio can't fix you. We done. Drop. Golden Boy's like, fuck it. We'll take him. Put you in there with Linares and nothing. Couldn't even break an egg. It's like, and I hear it. I mean, like, yo, his career ain't over, but it's just like, yo, he's a C fighter. Like, he's a C fighter.
He's a guy you put on Thursday night fight cards.
He's a C fighter, and it's going to be very hard for him to get a world title.
He's never getting a world title. Like a legitimate.
That's not true. You never know. So, you know, he's with the right promoter. A vacant title could pop up, and he's got to fight for it. You never know. You never know.
He might get like a WBA regular. Sure, I'll give him that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and that's the problem. WBA is the only assholes that got that. No one else has that regular shit. Like,
well,
the WBC interim isn't as prestigious as the WBA regular. Like, you get a WBA regular, we calling you champ. We know you a champ. Lamont had it, we called him a champ. Everybody got a WBA regular, we call him a champ. Everybody. Heavyweights, everything.
I don't know why we do that. We shouldn't.
Yo, what's his name? One time had it, and Floyd was the big one, and we called him a champ. And when Floyd vacated, he got elevated, and we called him a champ. Like, you get that WBA regular, we call you champ. And that's why they got almost a year saying it was going to eliminate that shit, man. I'm telling you, I just haven't bumped into that dude.
Mendoza? That's Mendoza, right?
I'm going to fry his ass, bro. I'm going to fry him. There's not going to be no chill on my interview with him because he's trash, bro.
The WBA is the one in Panama, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's never coming back from Panama. He's staying there. Come on, man. You're never going to find him.
You know, Georgie focuses all his energy on WBC. At least the WBC is doing certain things, like just like the IBF. At least they mandate their mandatories. WBC comes up with certain shit. Like, dude, these dudes just still got mad belts. That's all they do. WBA is known for that. A bunch of belts.
And at least the WBC belts are like knowingly stupid, like the money belt, the silver belt, the Hoya Child belt, whatever. Like, those are meaningless. We know that, but the WBA has actively tried to promote regular champions as full champions. And hell, even mainstream media doesn't know the difference. They commonly will do that with the WBA regular champion, call him a world champion all the time. I hate it. Yes, no.
Just to answer you or to dive deeper into that with you and some of the people in the comment section talking about diamond belts and what so forth. But there is no such thing as Carl Frampton is fighting for the diamond belt. Like, that don't exist. Diamond is emeritus status. Interim, like, it's not like, yo, he's defended his interim title 4 times. No. Interim is while you're waiting to get your shot at the belt.
This way, Ness. This is the best one. Go and look at Triple G's resume and how many title defenses HBO says he has. And how many of them are WBA regular championships without any IBF, without any other shit like that?
I'm sure. Listen.
It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. So, I mean.
And also that other thing you said about the Hula Child, like, when they give those belts out, right, it's because Matthew is the champion of the WBC, and this is a prestigious fight. So they make an extra belt.
Trophy.
Exactly. But it's still the same WBC Matthew's already the champion of. They just give him a better looking one to hang in his living room once he wins. Like, it's no different. Like, it's not like, oh, every now they got a Hula Child belt, and for this holiday. Nah, bro. They just fucking spicing up the motherfucking belt for the winner. But it's the same. You're still a BC champion. You don't get any bigger. You're not the WBC Hula Child champion, or however you pronounce it. It doesn't work that way.
They're all full of shit. Let's be honest. All the sanctioned bodies are full of shit.
I mean, some more than others is all I can say.
What
is WBA doing? What is it doing? What is WBA doing? At least we know, and a lot of our callers say, yo, at least IBF, you know, if you got a mandatory now, you getting your shot. At least with the WBC, you know, they fucking doing next day weigh-ins. They doing 30-day weigh-ins. They on top of shit. They part of VADA. However bad it is, they're doing something. They're actively always involved in the boxing community. What the fuck is the WBA doing besides blood sucking?
Ness, I will not disagree with the point that some sanctioned bodies do better jobs than the other, but I would say that none of them are doing a truly adequate job to uphold the sport and make sure it's a better sport. I think all of them fall short of that goal.
Again, I think some are doing better jobs than others.
I understand that, but I think none of them are doing an adequate job. While some are doing better than others, none of them are doing an adequate job, in my opinion.
No matter, Rob. If it was a race, there'll be first, second, and third places. That's all. And WBA's in the last place. That's how I look at it.
WBO? I mean, they do absolutely nothing.
WBO, that's the burgundy. Oh, that's the fucking top rank belt. Yeah, those dudes are terrible. That must be Bob Arum's brother or something.
And that became like a legit belt like in 2000.
Nobody who's not top rank has a WBO belt unless you fucking unified.
True. I mean, or the IBO, your favorite.
Did that come out right? I meant to say nobody who's not top rank gets a WBO belt unless you're a heavyweight or you're unified.
Rob saying in the chat, I like how you just said in the chat, not asking out loud. Isn't the WBA the oldest belt? Yes, it evolved from the NBA, the National Boxing Association, in the 30s and 40s, and became the WBA in the 60s. But that was long before they had regular champions, interim champions. Like, it has evolved over the decades, of course.
Yo, let's go to switch it to politics real quick. Why can't Trump, who's a boxing fan, just be like, you know what? I'm tired of all the fucking bullshit in boxing and just like make it a federal thing.
So, Ness, Trump's party, the Republican Party, is the party of anti-regulation, anti-government regulation.
They're not going to want to govern boxing?
No, because they don't believe in regulation.
Fuck, man.
That's more of a liberal thing.
We really need, like, the way there's NBA, NFL, NHL, we need that, man. We need like BOXING.
Well, I mean, if you look at any of those cases, eventually the government had to come in and basically adopt a effective monopoly over the sport. Unionization became a thing. Like those factors became what created American sports. Boxing never had that. Boxing has stuck the same basically systematically or foundationally since the 20s. 30s.
Yo, we need somebody to just save us, man, from all the bullshit, bro. Like all those UK fighters, like everybody should have to like fight under the same rules. Even them African fighters, bro, they be getting it off. Fighting in Ghana, 100 fucking nobodies coming over here talking about I'm Julius Undango. It's like, yo, kick rocks, man. You know, everybody should be put through the same thing, bro.
What did your acronym stand for then, Nez? The BOXING?
It wasn't an acronym.
Okay, it's just you said like the NBA, the NFL, the BOXING. I was like the boxing organization, xylophone, inaugural national
boxing organization. I don't know what you're gonna call the X, but then you turn the I into internet. We can find shit for it for sure.
Yeah, we can make it.
Also, I mean, to compare it to the UK system, the UK has like the British Boxing Board of Control, and that is very singular in terms of an entity. The US government have, near 50 different athletic commissions that then form the ABC, and the ABC has notoriously had infighting and issues. Last year, there was a huge walkout by like New Jersey, California, all the commission heads from the major commissions at the ABC over issues about different rules and adopting new rule set and such.
I would be very happy with that. I would be having the BBC came over and took it over because they're a little extra. I mean, so I would rather like someone as strict as the BBFC to come over and take it over than not to have anything, because they're giving out fucking fines for curse words. Those guys are real. They got sticks in their butt over there in the BBC. Whatever. Anyway, let's head on out to the sponsors and get out to these callers. The number 1-425-569-5241 is the number to call in if you want to voice your opinion here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, we're looking for your preview and your prediction of Errol Spence, Ocampos. Daniel Roman's going to be taking on Chucky Moises Flores if you're interested in that. But you should be giving your pick on Abe Hong, Javier Fortuna taking on Adrian the Juggernaut Granados. I don't even know if his name is Juggernaut, but I just feel like he fights that way. Like he's going to be coming for Sean Porter style. It's going to be tough fight.
Are you saying Jaggernaut or Juggernaut?
Whatever, however you want to
put it. I don't know what the fuck a Jagger is or a Jaggernaut is, but a Juggernaut makes sense, yes.
However you want to pronounce it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You want to talk about my pronunciation right now?
Emotional. Why you emotional? Why you emotional?
Boxing is me. All I can say to you is, but you are here.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
What would possess you as a young woman to want that?
Ness, did you just forget his intro? I mean,
well, no, I was just like getting them ready and then going.
Yo, you can't get ready, man.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean. My man, get a cup and put some change inside your hand. Shake it down. Now hold up. Let's make this official. Everybody, let's agree that.
In Jersey.
Y'all, I was just scared to tell y'all. Y'all know y'all can't unmute me without warning. At least if my music is going, man, I could tone down some of the bullshit and the antics I'll be having going on. But fellas, great to be back. Great show. I missed that part. It's Billy Joe Saunders versus who?
No one.
No one.
He's been left out in the cold.
Yeah, he had a contract in place with Triple G, and then obviously Triple G took the Canelo fight, so Saunders is left out of the cold.
Damn. So there's no chance of him getting in there with Daniel Jacobs.
It's unlikely at this point. Looks like Daniel Jacobs is going to go to the IBF and fight Derevchenko.
And it's crazy because Daniel Jacobs loved that fucking IBF. Every time he get a strap, it's an IBF. If I'm correct,
that IBF is disrespectful to themselves for even sanctioning that fight because the dude purposely disrespected the second day weigh-in and they like ranking him like they. Why don't they drop him for the fucking rankings the way they did Sean Porter after he lost to Kell Brook? Tell me that.
And also, it's not the IBF. He was the WBA regular champion before.
Okay.
That's why he shouldn't be ranked.
Hey, Ness, you know what's funny? You know a lot of...
Yeah, my bad.
No, but...
Did Ness accidentally mute you? I believe. It's okay. I'm sorry that Ness did that. Ness was just me.
That's deflection right his finest right there. Ness didn't do shit.
Yo, that was completely you, Ness. Finish up your call, man.
Nah, Ness. I was just putting it out there. A lot of them, not a lot of them, but we got sanctioning bodies right fucking here in Jersey. Like the IBF, I believe, is in Springfield. I think the WBA is like in East Orange or some bullshit. So I just find that very interesting. But that's the way New Jersey goes. A lot of fucked up politics and shit like that. Boxing is already fucked up as is. I'm actually, I wanted to just call and really make a point of this Joshua Wilder is going to change boxing for a lot of us, man. One of my homeboys hit me out the blue, and not that we don't talk, but he usually don't hit me about boxing. And the first thing he texts me, Joshua Wilder is going to be the fight of the century. Now, this is a casual fucking fan that would pick McGregor over Mayweather. So I was impressed that the media and the attention on this particular fight is what it is, enough to grab the eye of such a casual fan, man. So I'm excited about everything around that. I'm going to go back and listen to certain parts of the show. Shout out to Caramel Sweet Tart and Caramel Sweet Tart and Scooby Snacks. I love y'all motherfuckers. I might boomerang back in later, but that's my call. So far, so good.
Thank you, Amin. Remember to press 1 again to get out of the queue and then press 1 again. If you don't know where Boomeranger is, go to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice to find all these different perks, different podcasts, all exclusively to patreon.com.
Ohio, J. Will.
If you know like I know, you should lie low. Killer, I used to get it in Ohio.
Yeah. What's up, fellas, man? Good show again. Once again. As you know, my boy fighting this weekend, so I'm geeked. First I'm gonna start with the Triple G, Canelo little thing. Think it's good. I think we're gonna have a good fight. I actually I picked Triple G the first fight. I think I'm gonna go with Canelo the second fight. As far as this, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence saga, I call it. I do got Terence Crawford as the underdog, man. A slight underdog. I just think I didn't like the way he reacted sometimes when Hearn hit him. So a couple of times when Hearn, especially early, caught him with I think 2 right hands. As soon as he got touched with it, his immediate reaction was to kind of grab. So that kind of lets me know he was, it kind of got his attention a little bit. He didn't fire immediately right back. So I also think the one thing that kind of stood out to me as well is when your boy Errol Spence, when he was commenting on Terence, he was like, the one thing I do know I have is a better chin. And the one thing I know for sure, I know that Errol would never do the stinky leg off of any type of Gamboa punch. So I think that's going to be a uphill battle for Terence to fight. He's going to have to fight damn near a flawless fight for him to beat Errol right now. Maybe a couple more fights at 147 once he get acclimated. He may be able to, hold his weight a little bit. But he'll definitely still take out the Sean Porters, the Danny Garcias, and yes, even your man Thurman, man. But of course, he's going to dispose of Ocampo. I think that's going to be a stop by 7, easy. Easy stop by 7. And that's it, man. That's my call.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. Yo, so the opening night of the Zone was supposed to be in September?
Yes.
Oh, they're going up against Canelo?
That's why Mikey and Easter is not an option, I believe, for the Zone.
Oh. Yo, you know what? I don't want to be that guy. That's not cool, man. Damn. Sucks to be the Zone.
You won't be that guy.
No, I don't. Like, I don't want them to fail. I want that shit to be dope. I just need the price to be right.
Well, I mean, boomerang back in. Apparently something in J. Will's call sparked something from Amin. Amin, what up?
Amin, you're back.
Queen. Yo, shout out to the Queen City Cobra, right? That's homeboy, right?
Nope. That was not.
And when I heard him,
that was J. Will.
Oh, that was J. Will. Okay. I'm thinking of Anthony and shit, right?
Yeah. It's okay.
All right, bet. The point is like, yo, Crawford, his vulnerability has always been like, yeah, he did the stanky leg off a punch from Gamboa, but I think that's more not even from the power of the guys he's facing. I think that's more so because when he turns to southpaw, he's not putting his guard up because he's not even concerned about defense, and he's taking punches that he really shouldn't be punching. And so I'm not saying that, these guys don't have a particular, power register, nothing like that. But I mean, if you walking into punches because you don't respect a man's power and you feel like your intentions is worse than somebody else, I mean, I'm not even speaking on who I want between or who I think would win that fight. I think I have to see both these guys mature into a career. I can make a better assessment on what Spence would do than I can off of Crawford, because I don't even see Crawford fighting the top 147 pounders. So, as much as I love him as a fighter, if I'm speaking on it early in the game, Spence might tear his ass up. But I still think Crawford, I don't want to give him too much shit for taking those punches the way he is, because I feel like it's more his mentality than it is a lack of technique or his inability to take the power. He just don't give a fuck when he turns southpaw, and he takes unnecessary punches, but he's so willing to give it. It's not the smartest technique, but shit, that's why we love watching him fight, because he belies a lot of his technical ability just to give us a fucking fight. So great point, Jay Will. Shout out to Ohio. Shout out to the show. Now I'm going to go sit my ass down and smoke.
Thank you, Amin. And to Jay Will's point, I think I remember the 2 right hands he's talking about. I get what he is talking about, but I think the criticism of he got caught with 2 right hands very early in the first round in his first fight at welterweight against one of the champions, he then tied up. How is that a criticism? Like, that is what you're supposed to do. Like, if he had decided to put his hands down and start brawling with Hearn for no reason, that would have been something to critique. him tying up a guy, then turning him around, then establishing distance again is exactly what you're taught at a high level to do. And that's what we've applauded guys like Mayweather to do, Pernell Whitaker, all the way down to like really Pep back in the fucking day. Like that's what we applauded them to do. So I don't understand how that's a criticism of tying up somebody if you get hit with a shot. That's what you're trained. Heading out to LA, my boy Santiago. Santiago, what up?
Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Just listening to another edition of the Boxing Voice, and let's chop it up. Enjoyed seeing Crawford do his thing last Saturday and look forward to what he has to offer at 147 for the time being, depending on who's available and willing to get in. With Crawford, he'll probably take a stay busy fight while waiting for someone to free up, maybe take on his WBO mandatory or someone like your Dennis Ugas or even Adrian Broner for name recognition while waiting for the winner of possibly Garcia Porter. Not much to say regarding Spence versus Ocampo. Like any fighter, I imagine Spence is happy to be fighting and defending his title in his hometown, and I expect him to take Ocampo out between rounds 4 and 6, putting on a good show for all of us. Canelo versus GGG. Honestly, I figured Joshua Wilder was probably all we're going to get. So if this is confirmed and then they confirm that, 2018 is going to have a strong finish to what has been a really good year for boxing for us this year. And I wouldn't be surprised if something comes up for Joshua Wilder. TVB does a late morning, late night breaking news, but whatever it may be, we can always expect that it's going to be good content and good news from the fellas here at TVB. Any questions you guys have regarding any of the topics at hand, feel free to shoot. Otherwise, that's my call. And I'll close it out by wishing a happy birthday to a special girl today. May not be me saying totes on a call or during the Wake and Bake show, but happy birthday nonetheless. And I totes hope you like your gifts.
All right.
Go, shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We
gon' sip Bacardi like it's your birthday. Santiago just want to eat your birthday cake. Nah, I just made it all sexual. I'm sorry, Santiago. I'm a perv.
I'm sorry, Santiago.
I'm going out too.
Mr. Info Joe.
Tell the truth, yo. Tell the truth.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Tell the truth, yo. Tell the truth.
Yo, what's up, my boxing brothers? Far and near, worldwide, all the hardcores out there. Yo, I wasn't able to call in last Sunday. Give me my crow for the Abner Morris.
Come on, Ness. Dropping the ball here.
What, bro?
Come on, Ness.
What are you guys talking about?
Yo, I do look forward to Cruz versus Gary Russell. Hopefully it happen this year. And I also wanted to speak on Charlo Trout. I do think that Charlo, this was not one of his best performances. It also, like I said, with the Julian Jackson fight, I think with Derek James, he's teaching him how to sit down and hit harder, but he's not making Charlo a better boxer. I think the other brother is better because he's a boxer puncher. He turned, I forgot, I don't know, I get confused with their names. The one at 54. He was just waiting on one punch knockout. He wasn't coming in with a jab. He wasn't boxing good, man. If it wasn't for the knockdown, Trout, man, he was missing all kind of shit, man. So that leads me to the conclusion. If Errol Spence is his cheap sparring partner and they both have the same style, and I've seen how easily Charlo, and I'm a fan of Charlo, both of them, but I see how easily he can be outboxed. And for him to come out of his own mouth and say, if Hearn sits there and not move around like Trout, he'll knock Hearn out. He just said out of his own mouth, boxers give me problems. I think he does need to introduce what he did take from Ronnie Shields and implement back that in his boxing style, because him just coming forward like Spence, it works for Spence better, I see, because he can deal with boxers better. But Charlo, I see his skill set depleting right now under Derek James. I wish he would.
Damn, after one fight, Joe, get your harsh ass out of here.
No, listen to Julian Jackson fight too, man. He was really outboxed. He didn't even win with one round before the fight was stopped with Julian Jackson. He was trying to do the same thing, just headhunt and walk a person down.
no lateral movement, no pivots, no off balance, and that exposed him. And when I seen the Trout fight, it really enforced that. This dude cannot box no more. I mean, he can, but his style, Derek James turned his style into just a come forward fighter, Triple G type style. Like I say, Triple G can be outboxed. Them dudes, I don't know, man. Just my opinion on that, man. I like him better when he was under Ronnie Shields. And Austin Trout was right when he said the other brother is better, and he is. Far as man, this shit is getting old with Wilder and AJ, man. I'm kind of exhausted with this shit, man. Either they gonna make this shit happen or not. I mean, they need to move on because they making me go feel high about the fight like it's gonna happen, and it's low again. That's my call, brother. Shout out to Santiago. Great call, brother. Peace.
Thank you, Joe. Always a great call. I disagree with a lot of what you said, Joe. I think you look at like the Vance Martirosyan fight for Jermell Charlo when he was with Ronnie Shields. He doesn't look that much different. I mean, so if your argument is that he has not improved drastically under Derek James, I get that. But your point is that he regressed in boxing skill under Derek James. I have not seen that. You watch the Austin Trout fight with Jermell Charlo and watch the Vance Martirosyan fight with Jermell Charlo. It is the exact same Jermell Charlo. That's how he fights when he faces high-level competition. I think he moves around a little bit more. He doesn't get a shot under him as much as he wants to, and he seems to be conflicted on what game plan he should have. I think that is what we have. Maybe, again, I thought he outboxed Austin Trout. I don't see the criticism for that matchup or that fight as much as some people do.
He didn't look as dominant. It was just a bad fight. Like, looking back, it was a bad fight because now you're comparing one brother to the other. They should have never done that. That was a bad thing. Now you got people saying, oh, he's not as good as the other brother. But
I agree it's bad matchmaking, but I mean, Trout's much better than Erickson Lubin or any of the fighters he's fought recently, like Charles Hatley. Like, come on, it's Austin Trout. For God's sake, let's be respectful of that guy.
Yo, first of all, let me say, I don't pay Showtime to see you all there, not even putting a goddamn motherfucking effort. If I want to see two motherfuckers just fight, I pick up a fight with somebody in the street. Don't need that shit. You don't love that form I do? Just move along. Gone. Fuck you. Next. What a great show. Come stop, donate.
Hey, yo! What's happening, people?
What's up, low energy, Georgie?
Oh, man. He finally taking to Ness, huh? That nigga was raving. Listen, yo, your boy should have took the first offer. That's it. AJ's a shot caller. He decide when he's gonna fight and when he's gonna not to fight. So I don't know what you're getting on mad and on fucking hysterical about it. Ness.
Yes.
Georgie. Rob.
Hello.
Yes, Georgie.
What the fuck? You heard me?
Yes, it's your call, Georgie. Go. You get upset when we cut you off. Go.
I don't understand. You want me to say what?
Respond to him.
Oh, that you gotta understand that he should have took the first offer.
Cool story.
Your boy Deontay Wilder should have took the 12 fucking million the first time around, but he want to open his mouth, make counter demands, all this and that when he in no position to negotiate against the king.
Okay.
As simple as that, buddy.
Georgie, didn't Wilder agree?
I just want to know what's wrong with your life. Did you call an AJ the king?
Or that you call in not knowing facts? Because Georgie, Wilder accepted the offer.
Facts. What are you talking about? Number one, listen. Because you a troll, nigga. You just like to open your mouth, but let me put you in your position.
I'm the troll. Yes, I am the troll, not you.
Listen, so you can learn something.
Yes.
That's
You-
why you never learn shit when you open your mouth with your fucking moustache. Nobody
No, Georgie, we're waiting for this.
Talk, man. Let him talk.
I am.
Yeah, right. You're
Listen.
talking over him. Georgie, they saying you drunk in the chat.
Disney lost 80 million. Listen, you listening? They lost $80 million on Star Wars. They paid $2 billion to acquire that shit. ESPN is the all-time low.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking stock never done fucking worse.
And Georgie.
One. Number two, I aim on listen because you don't listen. I aim on try a few fights on the brown sugar app. That shit didn't do shit.
Yes.
It ain't flying.
Why you gotta
It's
yell?
not
We can't
doesn't
even
matter
understand
Bob brings
you.
it. Doesn't matter who brings it.
Georgie. ESPN, no matter what it's doing, is still bigger than Showtime, dog. So you've yet to prove me wrong with that. And secondly, what the fuck does the brown sugar app have anything to do with what we're talking about? Anything. Georgie, I'll let you get back on. And please stop yelling. For the love of God, it's so annoying.
How you gonna let him on when he hung up? Because you did you muted him, bro. Like, I don't get you.
Well, go to Ringside Reporter. It's okay. I'll be okay. I'll live.
I won't. I like Georgie.
Okay. And I will not lose any sleep over this.
You're a hater, bro. 518-285.
Yo.
First time caller?
Boxing, I'm back with another banger.
Who?
Hello.
What you say your name is, bro?
Corey's Boxing, I'm back with another banger.
Corey's Boxing?
No, I'm messing with you guys. It's Antonio from Albany.
Oh, what up?
No, I'm fucking with y'all.
What's up, Antonio?
Boxing, though. He's doing his thing, though.
Antonio, why do you have like 5 phone numbers, dog?
So let me ask you. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I be switching my number like all the time. No, but let me ask you a question. Have we seen Errol Spence box before?
In moments.
In moments, right?
Yeah.
But not full blown fights. His real style is coming forward, pressure fighter. And you know, I mean, I saw some clips of this guy Ocampo on YouTube, and this guy looks fragile. I feel like Spence is gonna knock him out within the first 3 rounds. But we gotta say that once he gets in the ring with fucking Bud, I think there's gonna be a lot of, you know, everyone's gonna see how flawed fucking Spence is against a true boxer. And I mean, I guess we won't know that until, you know, maybe 2019, maybe. But you know, I'm glad that we got back-to-back, you know, 147-pounder fights. You know, Crawford last weekend, and you know, Spence this weekend coming up. You know, it's just it's been a great 147-pound division. You know, it's almost like a tournament. So, you know, we'll see what happens within the next 2 years. But you know, shout out to Spence. You know, he got his hometown fight coming up. And I'm going with my man fucking Fortuna this weekend too, right? He's on the undercard, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, man, hopefully he wins in yeah, man. Hopefully he wins that fight, man. I'm hoping, because sometimes, man, he be up and down sometimes. He could be the best Dominican fighter, right? Like, he could be the best Dominican fighter, man, but he just always he goes up and down, man. He loses and then he wins. He loses, then he wins. But then we'll see what happens, man. And but that's about it, man. I'm just chilling right now. I wanted to give you guys a phone call and, you know, give my thoughts about this weekend fight coming up. But I'm out there. Great show, guys. Yo, Ness, yo, shout out, man. Fucking morning shows every fucking day, bro. You doing your thing.
You enjoying them?
I'm up. Hell yeah, man. Yo, I be at work and I be getting notifications. Oh shit, let me get on this shit. Shit, yo, man, you doing your thing, bro.
So get back on Patreon.
So yeah, big shout out to that, man.
Get back on Patreon so I could actually buy some food.
Bro, I know, bro.
You know what I mean? Let me actually eat in between all the shows I'm doing for y'all. Let me actually, you know what I'm saying? Matt's the only one that gets to drink iced coffee. He lives in LA.
I don't drink iced coffee anymore now, so I had to cut back, man.
People don't even know. Matt has like took over the show. You don't see, like, he hung up on fucking Georgie.
Georgie hung up on himself.
All the titles, you know.
Calling himself the CEO.
I am the CEO, damn it.
Dude, like, it's over, bro.
Yo, that inside joke would never go old with me. I hope you guys know.
765-588. 765-588.
First time caller.
Caller?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's definitely.
Yeah, this is Doodoo Brown and Bobby Box on Facebook.
You're way too loud, buddy. Can you lower?
Yeah, brother, I just want to.
You're way too loud. Too loud. We're gonna have to let you go if you
can't. What?
I don't know. You're very loud.
Hold on. Might be my finger. Okay, hold on.
I'm almost scared.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Doodoo Brown, man, on a Bobby Boxing Forum. And I just want to say, look, Crawford is Mayweather times 10, brother. Crawford is Mayweather times 10. Ain't nobody beating Spence, nobody. You feel me? He's getting all the belts. Next year, a year after that, he's going to be undisputed champion. I'm telling you, I'm not a Crawford, fanboy. I'm listening to sports all of them. I'm not being biased. I'm just by skill. The boy is bad. Spence is a flat-footed pressure puncher. You know what I'm saying? Boxer. He is not going to beat Crawford. Flat out.
Well, all right. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Doodoo Brown. Barbie Boxing Forum, Indiana. Check me out on Facebook. I share all you guys' videos. I'm always on your page and everybody's page. So check me out on Facebook, man. Barbie Boxing Forum.
Barbie Boxing Forum. Doodoo Brown. Thank you for calling in. Check her out on her Barbie Boxing Forum on Facebook. We need some Facebook forum friends. Let's go out to JP in Long Beach.
Long Beach in the house. Yeah.
Yeah, man. How you fellas doing? I'm gonna guess. Now I'm jumping in here late because I'm just getting in the car from work. But I'm guessing by Ness's mood that a meltdown went down today. Did a meltdown go down?
No. Good shot.
Because usually Ness be having that type of energy after he blew up on somebody or blew up on Matt. Then he get real low energy after the blow up.
JP, Ness is hungover. That's what this is. Ness went out partying.
Hungover.
He was drinking. He was, taking the tequila down, and he's a little bit hungover right now. It's okay.
Yeah, it's pointless arguing. He'll just hit you with the emotional thing. Just let him get his jokes off. Fuck it.
Thank you. Rob understands me.
I ain't mad at Ness shit. Get that single life in, G. You at a prime age to be single right now. But on to the boxing. I kind of disagree with my boy Joe. I love Joe. But I disagree, man. I think Charlo won handily and convincingly. There was nothing about it. I think Austin Trout is just that elusive. I think also talking about Canelo and Golovkin, I think the negotiation or this quote-unquote marination that we just endured has taken some from the fight. Like someone mentioned in a prior show, the luster just isn't there nearly as much, and some people said it's just as much for them. I happen to fall in that pot of people who the luster has, it's gone to some degree. I'm going to still buy it. I'm going to still watch it. I may even go. But the luster is gone to some degree, and I don't know why. I'm not sure. But I'm more excited. The most excited fight out there has turned in after one single fight. After the Jeff Hearn fight, Terence Crawford and the Errol Spence fight is now the biggest fight on the radar. It's the most anticipated. And you guys know I was up here talking about Jeff Hearn was going to give – I was drawing all these crazy-ass parallels, romanticizing all kinds of things. And I am now turncoat, and I am fully on the Bud Crawford train. And it's hyperbolic for someone to say he's Mayweather times 10. But let me say this, because I can say this because a lot of you guys can't say this. And a lot of black fighters, you don't see this mean streak. We thought Errol Spence was mean. Terence Crawford is mean as hell and highly skilled. That's something that you don't see in combination. Like Mayweather was highly skilled, but he wasn't mean. Mayweather's a little mean, but Terence is just mean. And you don't see that in black fighters that often. And it's just, man, I'm excited, dude. And I don't see how you get through them hands. Errol has to get in. Errol likes to go through the body. But Terence hands is crazy. His reflexes is crazy. I just don't see how you get in there like that. I'm fully on the Bud train, man. That's my call.
Well, JP, thanks for calling in.
Always a great call.
Just going over the comments on that Bob interview. It looks like the public likes it. You guys should definitely check it out. Matt, what you titled it?
Exclusive Bob Arum, I forget. We're talking about Crawford versus Spence when it reaches 500,000 pay-per-view buys.
All right.
That's
Scorsese, what up? No intro. Been calling the show for 5 years. Scorsese.
It's been 5. I don't know about that.
I don't even know. I'm just saying.
Probably 5.
I always got to exaggerate when I'm talking about you.
Hey, I was hearing Ness talk about that Crawford resume, and that's just how I feel too, man. Like, you can talk about all the sexy reflexes and all the laughing and sticking your tongue out at these opponents, but these opponents are meant to be able to help you do that. You know what I mean? They out there so you can look that way. I'm gonna be impressed when a Spence get done like that, when a Kell Brook get done like that, when anybody get done like that. Let's be real. Kell Brook can drain the 147 right now and fight Terence Crawford, and that'd be the biggest fight of his career, wouldn't it?
Scorsese, what about Danny Garcia?
Yep, I'll answer that. Yep.
What about Danny Garcia?
What about him?
Like, if Crawford did what he did to Hearn to Danny, would that be impressive to you?
That damn sure would be his best win of his career.
Yeah.
It would be. But we got to remember, like, weight matters. Jeff Hearn missed weight 2 fights in a row. Being sick like that matters. The man came out fighting tough. Crawford was having to tie him up a few times. He was sped up for the first 4 rounds. And then that's when the meanness come out, when Jeff Hearn just dragged it out. Like, you could tell he was done. He was different. You can look at their bodies and tell they done. Crawford got mean then. I don't really know if this so-called mean streak that everybody's buying into is really there until you see it versus people that you know about their life. And I mean, I do agree. It look all sexy and shit. Some of the punches, some of the slips and bangs. Yes, I agree. But welterweight is where he's going to be remembered. If he fails at welterweight, nobody's going to talk about 35 and 40 no more. Nobody's going to do it. They're going to be forgotten about. The man better make some or a lot of people that supported him and threw him on his list without great wins. Man, y'all gonna have a lot to explain. What else is a topic here? Danny Jacobs getting hated on by Ness. That shit sounds so right. Like, it feels so good for people to understand that, you know what I'm saying? He really ain't about that life. He ain't doing nothing. He's an almost ass dude at this point, and it's time for him to really show that he can punch and knock people out. You know, fight a Charlo, and Derevchenko should beat him. The Polish guy beat him, in my opinion. Derevchenko is not a nobody, man. He's an A-level prospect that can go. But yeah, good for Canelo and Golovkin. Maybe one of these dudes can finally get a big win in their career over an opponent that got a little respect, because they finally will get, I mean, a real one, not no 14-13 or 17-11 that they didn't deserve. A real one where the fans know that they a real high caliber fighter. That's my call. I'm out.
Scorsese, who did you say was a A-level prospect? I didn't hear the name. I'm sorry.
Sergey Derevchenko.
All right.
5'10", 225. 5'10", 225. First time caller.
Yeah, this is Holiday calling out the Bay Area.
Holiday in the Bay. Talk to us.
Yeah. Man, look, everybody talking about Terence Crawford like he did a whole lot beating up that bum Hearn. Hearn is not a bad dude. But everybody's talking about it like they gotta wait until Crawford fights somebody. That's an introduction fight. They knew he was a scrub when he put him in there. The dude didn't throw no jabs. He didn't do nothing. He kept running in with his head down. Period. And if they let that be the reason, he gonna get his ass beat when he get in the ring with Spence. Period.
Well, all right, brother. Well, thank you for calling in. We're going to go to a long distance call here. Where are you calling in from? 4475. 4475. You're calling long distance. 44757. 44757. Hello? Going once? Going twice? Hello? I hear you breathing.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. We hear you.
Hello?
We hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
All right, yo, I'm calling from the UK, man.
Okay, what's your name?
My name's Zane.
Zane, take it away.
What's up, brother? I was listening to your show a couple of days ago, and there was some guy from London who was talking about Tyson Fury.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember.
I remember that.
He was talking about, yeah, and he was talking about he's the ultimate champ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think you're talking about Scorsese. Wasn't that Scorsese?
No. That was the UK caller. I think it was like Stefan. But Zane, yes?
I don't know who the fuck it was, but basically the guy was talking absolute bullshit. And I'm from the UK, but people don't understand, man. This Anthony Joshua dude is overrated. I mean, overrated. Everywhere in the UK, man. I know everyone knows his name, but personally, I think Deontay Wilder is a better fighter. I don't think he's that well known in the UK, but Wilder, because in America, he's pretty much fought only in about, what, 15,000 stadium, while Anthony Joshua's fought in 70,000, 80,000. And I went to his last fight against Parker, and the guy just put on a bullshit fight, man. It was so boring, and during the fight, it was bloody. People who I was sitting right next to me were booing, and they expect Joshua just about beat Parker, and they think that he can beat Wilder, which I think is bullshit. I don't know what you guys think about it, but that's just my opinion.
He just about beat Parker.
Zane, I just want you to know you could always call in on Skype absolutely free. If you got any smartphone, download the Skype app both on Android and iPhone. Add Nestor Gibbs, NESTORGIBBS, and you could call in on Skype free. I hope you're not paying for that long distance call there. Just want to say in the chat, they're also calling you a traitor, my friend, but don't worry about it. The voice of the people, you get to voice your opinion. You know, that's your opinion. That AJ is a apple juice, and you know you're not standing for it. I hear you, man. I feel the same way. I can't wait for the fight. It's gonna be over in maybe first 3 rounds, something like that. Wilder's coming out.
You should bet on it again, Ness.
He's coming out Bermain Stavane style, bro. He's coming out like that, like, yo, you're done.
He doesn't want to come out like Bermain for Stavern.
Nah, he's coming out like that, like, yo, you're done. He's gonna beat AJ right through the guard, like, yo, fuck that.
Hashtag never forget that Ness bet everything he owned, being hyperbolic, but everything he owned on the first round knockout for Louis team. Never forget.
Never forget, never forget, never forget, never forget, never forget.
Never forget to hit that like button either, or go to patreon.com/theboxingvoice, or go to theboxingvoice.com/affiliates. Right?
Or head on over to theboxingvoice.com/store, pick up some TBV gear, support TBV, plus rock the cool apparel at the next fight. You know what I'm saying? Let a friend know that you are wearing the best podcast in the world shirt. So yeah, boxingvoice.com/store. I mean, look at Rob's shirt. I had to zoom in on it. I'm like, whoa.
You made that.
Embroidered.
Is it embroidery?
Embroidery, yeah. Check this out. Check this out.
UK Rob on the back.
Embroidery on the back too?
No, that's just print. That's just print. But
that's pretty big embroidery on the chest plate.
Come out good, right?
Yeah, it does look good. I always wanted what do you call those, polos?
Yeah, polo shirt, yeah.
Yeah, I won't be doing no shopping though till like next year.
Or you can just make a shirt like Rob.
Nah, because that's professionally made. That's embroidery. What are you talking about? He didn't fucking sit there and stitch it, man.
Well, I mean, obviously he did not himself stitch it.
I got so many.
One-offs are more expensive though, Matt. One-offs are more expensive.
And buy like 10 for the TBV.
10 are still expensive.
Yeah.
Starts at a dozen.
Then get 2 dozen, so you have some extra. And you get one for the entire company. And we all look professional.
I just don't know who's going to wear 2 dozen polo shirts. Like, not everybody's fucking playing golf.
He needs some milk.
Come on. Polos are like semi like professional. That's what the point of it.
Yo, you're right. Cantu made a black one. You guys like polos? That must be like a Western Hemisphere thing.
You're in the Western Hemisphere, Ness.
Yeah, well, it mustn't be a you guys thing.
I'll let you know this thing. Rob is not in the Western Hemisphere.
Damn.
I don't. Oh wait, he's close.
I bet you sleep with the nightlight.
Rob,
I could be wrong about that. But I know for a fact we're in the Western Hemisphere, Ness.
Rob's side, whenever you just hear him like breathing, it's like.
No, just I'm Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, all right. But yeah, it's nice, right? I'm rocking it, but
yeah, where's my shirt, man?
Huh?
Where's my hashtag Matt stats on the back? Where's that?
Yeah, you got it. Next shirt, raise it up. It's too low. It should be up on the shoulders. That's like mid back, something like that. Underneath.
What, the hashtag UK Rob?
Yeah, it's like underneath the wing. It should be up on the shoulders, like a football name. Like a jersey.
It's a one-off. It's early Father's Day present.
This is not criticism. This is like constructive criticism. Like for the next one to be the gem.
Yeah.
And
I want to get.
Better watch it.
Yeah, I see these designers. They get so iffy, yo. Him and Enrique already. Like they make a shirt and they're like, oh.
Emotional. Why you emotional?
I want to get a little Union Jack on the side there, maybe on the sleeve.
All these super creatives, man, they get all emotional and shit.
Yo, so shout out to Terence Crawford rocking the Got the Strap shirt.
I love that.
50 Cent. Like 50 always talking about get the strap. Well, he got the strap. Metaphorically talking about the belt. You know what I mean? For all you weirdos. Yo, man, I'm out, bro. NESGTO, all forms of social media. Catch me in the next Border Wars. You see the shirt, right?
No, so you're not. You're gonna be an announcer. We've talked about this.
See the shirt? You're right. No, but I ain't vacating. Somebody got to beat me.
It's your emeritus. Your emeritus status.
I gotta win on. I gotta go out on a win.
You're like Mayweather. You can come back and fight McGregor whenever you want.
I heard Chris lost like 50 pounds.
Really?
Yeah, he made. I spoke to Jose today. He made it through, but he lost.
Well, obviously he's in the group chat, so I mean. Dr.
Mofongo, then that's the fight, yo. You might as well take that fight now. You always talked about it because I'm done. Yeah, yo, my knees is worse than ever, bro. I'm like.
Really? Is that why you're walking all these miles on the hill?
Yeah. Well, I'm still running, but I'm doing a lot more walking because I'm trying to do cardio. Trying to make sure I do cardio. I'm looking out this window like, man, can I go for a night run? I wonder if the fucking track got the light on because we ended an hour early. Because I'm,
It is. The lights turn off at what, 9 or 10?
I only got 20 days, yo, to make a Wish Foundation body.
That's not gonna happen, Ness.
I know, but I'm gonna work as hard as possible anyway.
Anyways,
we're gonna be in Florida in 20 days. You want to do overtime?
I mean, me and you can do overtime. I know Rob's about to bounce out. I'm always down to work.
Never talking about Rob. Never talking about Rob.
Yeah, Rob's not welcome on overtime or untitled.
Not that he's not welcome. It's just I understand he's got to sleep.
Welcome.
Yeah, it's like just like Ness is not welcome on the UK hour. Like
I was watching it the other day live with you guys. I was watching it live. I heard y'all talking about me.
Of course, we were talking about you.
We knew you were watching. That's why.
Exactly.
Rob.
Anyways, I'm Matt, the Hipster Hunter. You can find me at Matt Hunter TVV on all platforms. Mixed Combat Radio. It's eventually going to come back, I guess, whenever Doomy decides he wants to work. But yeah, deuces. Peace.
Check out this Russell dude. I wonder if this is that. Let me check who you are, bro. Let me see who you are, because I want you to specifically be this person. I hope he's the Russell with the YouTube channel.
I hope so as well.
No, he's not.
Oh.
He does have a channel, but he's not the same Russell. I thought it was the Russell that interviewed me once in interview B, talking about I'll fight you 3 rounds, 1 arm. I was about to say sign the fucking contract.
Yo, he used the term cuck unironically. That's hilarious. Russell, he used the term cuck unironically. Like, you can't use that term. Come on.
I don't even know what cuck is. What the fuck is that?
It's okay, Ness. It's okay.
What the cuck is he talking about?
Exactly.
Weird
slang, bro.
You brought up politics. It's the same shit.
Yo, July 4th, if you're gonna be in Fort Lauderdale, TBV is gonna be having a little private barbecue.
What about a couple weeks for Vegas?
Yeah,
is that private.
Yeah, that's super private. That's just us chilling. Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you're a super fan, hit us up on social media.
Yeah.
That's free weed.
Yo, Jose might go to that one too now.
Oh, because we're all friends again.
Everybody's friends.
Yo, did you guys chat? Did you guys go to couples therapy?
Yeah, it wasn't even me. He's going through his own shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, life. Everybody hits life.
Hey, it is that time of the year, man.
Life hits them. You know how it goes. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
You know how it goes. All right. Bye.
Did Rob give out his social media?
I don't know. He's sleeping, standing up.
I'm just listening to you guys shooting the whatever. But yeah, UK Rob TVV.
What was all that mumblation?
I don't know. It's like, what is it? Fucking 2:10. Yeah, at UK Rob TBV, Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, later.
Yo, Anjani, what you mean you wish you was in North Florida or Central? What part of Florida you in? And what the fuck just happened here? You seen that shit?
Yo, did you
Seen that shit?
knock over a water?
Yo, did you just see that shit?
I didn't see it because I didn't care.
I wonder if that shit was on video.
What?
Your reaction was, but I don't know what actually fell.
Fucking watch the playback. That shit was like spook. Yo, what's up with boxing is me? Yo, boxing is me. Sign a contract, pussy boy.
Pussy. Yo, that's just not like grammatically like
pussy
boy.
What was not right?
What he said. Like that just didn't even make sense. It's like me Tarzan. Like it was that sort of shit, you know?
I mean, you know, like, you know.
The internet is filled with idiots and funny people. So many.
I'll come see you, boy. Yo, the comments are hilarious. We got to do like the dudes you always sending me a video where we not speak their name, and they always like doing videos of videos. That's what we got to do, like a video of our comments.
You talking about me or the Rob?
Talking about you. You always send me a podcast of two dudes doing videos on videos.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're so Moreno, man. It's fucking weirdo.
Oh, Adidas and Miro. Why are you saying like that? Them who cannot be named. They have TV deal. They're it's like talking about Steven.
Motherfuckers a shout out. Who cares if they got a TV deal? Our listeners might not know who the fuck they are.
Yo, Adidas and Miro, shout out to them. Awesome, hilarious people. I mean, I can respect people that are funny.
I don't even know if they're that funny.
Yo, they're not even in our lane. They're
trying to be extra, bro.
Yo, you're hating.
It is. I mean, I watched the one when they were like narrating the barbecue fucking cell phone lady.
That one was funny.
I mean, no, it was funny because she was like funny, like she.
Of course.
But like not what they were doing. It was like that's when I start feeling like, oh wow, you mad extra right now.
No, it's the 2017, 2018 version of like Tosh.0.
Gotta go because Rob is trying to be a nice guy and not leave till we leave. So bye.
I don't know why he does.